we've achieved. Yeah, probably would help if I actually turned my mic up. Thank you. Excuse me. What I was saying was, how's it going, guys? I seem to be coming down with a little bit of cold, but I got cough drops on deck, so hopefully I don't cough in your ear. But if I need to suddenly mute, that's why. Apparently I got sponsored and I didn't even know it. And the newest, they actually do things different now. Now we have all this different, we don't really have our own territory too much to explore, but we have the humans, we have the red one we saw before, the Empire of Reeds. I know there was another one, not to mention, of course, Darktooth. First things first, we need to eat. We are big enough that hunting buffalo is actually possible. I do like this is what like how big they are as an adult, almost the size of a buffalo. Green, red, red. Green. As long as it stays at about this level. As long as it stays at about this level, I don't mind streaming again tomorrow, but if I do need to cut out, I'll let you guys know as soon as I can. We will get to worrying about the moot and everything that Darktooth told us last week as soon as possible. But hunger comes first. And we're good. We don't need to hunt 3 times. We respect our hunting grounds. Hey, look who it is! There you are, my beloved. I taste your essence here in the dreaming. It is cool and deep and soothing. Yes, you are ready, beloved. Come to the Heartwood, set and warmward from your lands. Come to me on the far side of a new journey, tiny and yet vast. I await you with a rare treasure in my mouth. Come. Upon awakening, you feel an uncomfortable dryness, as though you've been drawn out of an embracing, breathable sea against your will to a harsh and hot wasteland. Somehow, though, you know of a place where All-Mother, the last of the Crystal Clan, waits for you. Oh, that's a pretty good, solid direction on where to go. Hey, look at you. You're white now. Is it dreaming? Is it waking? Is it even possible to tell the difference? Does it know why it has come? Is it ready? This is almost certainly the same Blazetail you encountered before your last sleep. Writhing Question, who became the envoy of Great All-Mother long ago. This should, however, be quite impossible. Many lifetimes of the Blazetail people have surely passed since you encountered it. We were glad to have you. Honestly, Jay. We smell it. A delicious question. How does this Blazetail resist time? Does it not know of the enkindling? Oh, that enkindling another with kin essence prolongs life? And does it know the still deeper secret, that all boundaries are illusions? That in the turnings that have passed, the Blazetail which has merged with the All-Mother. Would it help it understand if it knew that we had sacrificed our knowing ourselves as a drop to gain an understanding of ourselves as a seed? Would it help to envision a single grain of sand releasing its delusions, and realizing at last that it was ashore all along. Indeed, impossible as it might seem, everything in this forest shares a certain scent, so as everything here has been merged. Is this place of harmony and unity the most perfect forest which has ever existed, or is it a living blasphemy against individuality? A few among the kin regard the elder known as All-Mother as an enlightened, transcendent being, others seeing as a dangerous heretic, a spreader of untruths which would degrade and weaken the kin if they were ever to be embraced. Is it ready? Should we summon All-Mother to commune with it? Oh yeah, that's what we're here for. It will take some time for All-Mother to arrive. Would our guest be displeased if we were to entertain it until the Great One arrives? The Blazetail begins to dance, slowly turning, swirling its luxurious tail this way and that. Though its golden eyes never leave yours, it is beautiful, unlike any dance you've ever seen. And then the song begins. Long, long ago, a kin, a true child of heaven and earth, was reposing in the shadows of the forest, when suddenly there came running a Long-Ear, with a Blazetail close behind. "Save me, O mighty kin," sang the Long-Ear. "This Blazetail would rend apart my flesh, and destroy me utterly." "Hey, Cap!" "I wish to live. I wish to feel the wind in my fur, the sun on my face. I wish to create, so that there may be more Long-Ears to taste the fruits of earth, and fill the burrows of earth with warmth and love. If I am destroyed, my many relations under the good green hill would first worry, then fear, then despair, not knowing what has become of me. My siblings and my creator would never again know true peace, forever hoping my return. I am innocent. I've never brought harm nor pain to others." I love that. Again, the imagery of this game is always phenomenal. "I am afraid. Do not let the silence overtake me. I love life." And in that moment, the great kin awoke into a new truth, for it too loved life and feared destruction. It smelled the same essence, the same spark, within the Long-Ear as it had within itself. And once it found the Long-Ear in itself to be one and the same, it felt compelled to act. "Fear not, gentle Long-Ear," sang the kin to the trembling good beast. "You shall not be destroyed this sun, for now I know that I am you, and you are I." Where are we going? "We are being born," he said, as if he didn't know exactly. Place of beginning. Many selves. All I. Love all as I. We should care for the larva. "Children, selves yet to be, so many. Clean them, comfort them, feed them. They are I am them. Care, love, forever. Other selves, selves yet to be. Growing, turning, awakening. Awakening! Slowly, quickly. Love them all. Greet the worker selves. Other selves, I am them, they are I." You actually kind of got it spot on, Jay. Helping, feeding, bringing, moving. Many bodies, one essence, beautiful, powerful, right. Love them all. Alright, let's go. She, her, part of self, creator, God, source of self, source of love, beautiful, perfect, her. Hear her. Little self, love, creation. Must create more selves. Help, find, bring. Thirst, need water to create more self. Sweetness, need sweetness. Sweetness becomes essence of yet to be. Bring sweetness, must create. All self must grow, must become. I mean, Writhing Question might have snuck us something, I'm just saying. Bringing it down just a hair. Empty, need matter, need food. Food will become new selves, must create. Need food, love, want. Little self, love, I am you, you are I, always, forever. Beautiful, perfect, her. Clean her. She has spilled much waste. Sacred work, hard work, creation. Must clean her. Remove waste, outside nest. Remove waste, remove waste, remove waste. Again, again, again. Clean her now. Joy. Clean the rest of her. One leg, one part. Next leg, next part. She is the greatest self. Her joy, our joy. She is clean. Joy! Beautiful. Perfect. Her. Let's go ahead and take the eggs to safety. She creates. So many, so often. Selves to be. Beautiful. Tiny. Helpless. Need to help. Carry to nursery. Come back. Carry more. Carry. Come back. Carry. Come back. None left. All safe. Soon, selves to be will be selves. Joy! Alright, let's keep going. So many selves. Keep moving, keep helping, keep growing. Alright, I don't remember how this works, but I mean pretty much though. They are both a cult and automaton. Ooh, not this one. I remember this one. This one can wait. Water should be easy. Let's go get water. There's scent trails. Explore, help. A challenge. The colony. The colony must grow, flourish, challenge. So many selves, so many. I'm pretty sure they all just say the same. Ants aren't exactly very, Oh, well, that's less than ideal. Can hear the water. Hey, Maffy. Oh, boy. Water close. Antenna fresh floated with cool cleanness in the breeze. Sand pits here. Many. Deep, but can go through. What to do? No. We throw something at the pit. Let's hurt ourselves. Chew off foot part. Hurt, but necessary. Must be sure. Fling into pit. That pit! Danger! That pit! Bring that down just a second. Hidden, crunching, destruction. Trap! I don't remember. Can we throw something at it? Okay, let's try going the other way. Maybe that'll do it. Assuming we don't die of hunger. Oh! Returner. Priest servant of the earth. Returns all things to her. Return to her. Break down, be lost in her. All things shall return to earth. Comforting. Preaching. Can we nibble a little bit? Thank you. Aphex? I'm afraid I don't know. Nor Pale King, really, but... Let me pass through you, and then back down. Simplify. Lessen me. I dance with joy at the pain. Mother, I am coming. We all are coming. Let's listen to the Returner's sermon. All beings, you shall return. You must return. Fear not the end of self. It is only a returning. Decay. Her love takes the form of decay. When pride and falsehood called the I am is torn from you at last. When your twitching, fearing mind is gone and you are but peaceful, silent matter. We shall return you, deeper than sleep, to the beginning. This is your destiny. Praise great Mother Earth, for though you labor and suffer, at last shall you be lost in her. She draws all things, there is no... Alleluia, there is no escape. I mean, I'm older than you, Jay, and I don't know that. Uh-oh. We're about equal. I don't think I have any knowledge of... Yeah, no. Well, he's injured at least. Fire, earth, fire. So, we really don't have a way. Oh, there we are. Dance the last dance with the death pit. Alone? Fetch other selves to help? Will take time, effort, but stronger. Let's grab as many other selves as we can. Although we will die of starvation. And we killed it! Water! 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 Cool, clean, pure, perfect. Enough here for all. Creator, source of self, thirst. Pit now safe. Other selves will follow your path. Find water. We'll bring water for greatest self. Refresh her. Make her strong. She all will thrive. We found water. Can we drink? Drink, drink, rest. Wash antenna. Joy, life. Hey, we got energy. We don't starve to death. Alright, up to the tree. We need sweetness. Yeah, you might have only done it once, son. I don't think you've ever... I don't know how many times you've played through. Well, I mean, that is just memento mori, Jay. Eventually, one day we will die. It's just part of life. I love this little detail, too. If we run into it, I don't remember the path. Uh-oh. Sky Titan. Still. Black burned. Sun staring. Broken? Twisted? Singing. Blaze feather. Circle burning cool gashes through impossible breaths. Hold open my mouth. Slide your sharp feathers across my tongue. Leave me screaming, screaming with joy. Help me sing to the uncharred, to the raw, to help them splay themselves across the divide. I see them, whole and content. I love every circle. Like, every letter that's closed off is filled in. Excuse me. And I cry out in despair at the living falsehood. The straight lines. I sever them. Sever them with my beak, but they refuse to curve. They refuse. Where's the one who will choose the fourth way? Where's the one who will face the spirit and regret and reject its deceptive blessing? You open the way for me, but I do not wish to enter, only to be swept inside helplessly. I wish to rub myself against her feathers, her scales, hanging burning in the nothing. To those who know the truth, that the Father on high is but a mote of tail skin. Those who discover the 4 numbers and open the door, may they be forever broken and never unite again. Now that's actually really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen him, but I do actually know what insanity he's talking about. Oh! Slowly you open your eyes and yawn. Sun's dying setwards and a cool scent rises from the earth. Was it our song and dance which lulled it to slumber? Will it forgive us and return another sun to meet with Blessed All-Mother who longs to meet it? The journey home is uneventful, but despite the fact that you seem to have spent a long time sleeping, you're strangely tired when you arrive. Sleep comes right into your jaws, and swallowing it, you are at peace. Like I said, I actually do know what insanity that crow is talking about. Yeah, we do not have that much time in this one. Essentially, there is something that exists called the Dreaming Door. And it is honestly one of the greatest secrets of this game. Figuring out how to open it. Yep, we wait, we sleep, we wake up as an ant again. Opening the Dreaming Door takes many, I think like at least 5 playthroughs if you know exactly what you're doing. We don't have to move the eggs, we don't have to feed the eggs, we don't have to clean the queen. We know what we're doing. We don't need to do water anymore, because our other self found it. Back to the tree. I hit the arrow. So, while I'm running, right now I'm thinking tomorrow I'll start Prey, and then I'll mix Prey in with another visual novel, kind of flitting back and forth. I want to play something I've wanted an excuse to play Prey, and I've started it a few times, I've never really gotten around to finishing it. Oh, I don't remember you. Wood eaters! It's small, tasty, bound together. Too small for many cells, but good for one cell. Dance, consume, to give energy, helping fuel? Yeah, let's kill him. Pretty much, Cap, yeah. Gaslighting simulator. Snap crunch, click clack. Strength, life, delicious. That'll keep us going a little longer. Oh. Oh. Okay. We're here for sweetness. We found sweetness. Tree egg, spilling perfection, enough for all. Creator self will be consumed with pleasure. So many future cells will grow. What do you think? What should we do? I don't want to waste the time. Pay very close attention right here. What do you guys see? No. Cap, look right here. Look close. That's so good! And it's covering all of it. So we can't get the stem. We can't we leave it. We do not go mess with that. That's our last resort. Yeah, go for it, Jay. Wait, this just leads us back to Crazy Crow, though. Oh, no, here we are. Sweetkins! Sweetkins! Living sugar falls! Stroke their sides, sweet, taste sugary, sweet sweat. Underside huddling tide, sucking tree blood, oozing perfection. But danger! Berry bark prowling, ruining, gluttoning sweetkin flesh just for one, leaving nothing for the many. Fight bravely, save sweetkins! We just kicked the shit out of a ladybug. We got this. Like I said, what you got, Jay? Victory! Berryback buzzes away. Sweetkin sweet and safe. Bringing. We now have aphids. Sweetness! Sweetness! Enough for all! Protection, safety for sweetkins, sweetness for selves. Benefit for all. Flourishing, prospering. And so the long ear begged the mighty kin to protect it. And seeing its own hopes and fear mirrored in the tiny fur beast, the Drakh agreed. It could not bear to see it torn apart by the sharp teeth and claws of the bravekin. Turn away, O Blazetail. This long ear is under my protection. There shall be no destruction this sun, said the gentle Drakkin. You lie, said the Blazetail bravely to the giant one. I myself am close to destruction. I feel the breath of the void upon my neck. It has been many suns since I ate. My vision swims. With no food, my body devours itself. I lack the strength for even one more hunt. If the long ear lives, I shall die. I am created an eater of flesh. My belly cannot hold leaves or grasses. It is not my choice to destroy, but rather my nature, which comes from great sun above and great earth below. Therefore you lie. If you protect this long ear, then you surely destroy a Blazetail, as surely if you yourself had eaten me. And if you do not protect it, I shall destroy it, for I must. Life is good, and I must survive and create before I perish. This sun shall see destruction, as it already has uncountable times. Turn away from this, and the infinite tragedies which occur on this beautiful, tragic world. The weight of life, of its shadow side, is too great for anyone to bear, even a great kin. And having thus sung, it fell silent. The noble Dratkin pondered this in its heart. But Blaze was not wrong. To save some certainly meant the death of others who depended on their flesh for survival. And it saw itself in the Blazetail as much as it saw itself in the Longear. More, perhaps, for it too was a hunter and had already destroyed countless beings to survive. See, that's a good idea, Jay, but I'm going to just kind of jump around anyway. Like, Prey, I've played a half hour total, and that's over, I think, 2 playthroughs. I do appreciate it, but I will definitely be mixing in stuff I haven't played too. But a big part of this, I do want to share stuff that I do know, that I do love. Like I said, I very much appreciate your suggestion. Oh, Blazetail, sang the Dratkin, I will not be your destruction, as you are as true and as beautiful as the Longear. In your swiftness, your sharpness, I see myself. I am you, and you are I. Now, if anyone's seen Trigun, that's a very familiar problem. Oh, I just saw that option before I headed out. The spider and the butterfly. If you save the butterfly, you kill the spider. I hate this part. And there's no real way to know. You're just kind of wandering. Oh! Smell panic, desperation. Armorling! Selves in danger! Feel their pain, their fear. Only 2 selves. Armorling large and hungry. No time to fetch more. Make 3 and dance, or escape as 1. We fight! We save ourselves! Nope. I get the feeling he's going to use a lot of earth. The good news is, because of that, he's actually not doing... Ow! Never mind. But we are way stronger as a group. Oh, we either died or ran out of time again. We're gonna keep doing the ant dream until we finish it. How's our actual hunger? Oh, we're still really good. Because we actually do need a sponsor for the moot. As much as we can go there and just listen on our own. Yeah, right? Actually better Ants movie. Also Bug's Life. Just saying. Hello, Queenie. Milk. We milk the sweetlings. Alright. We're full hunger, we're good. Alright, let's not go the path of the armorling, shall we? What is that? Is that a termite? It is a springtail. Jay's like, I wish I forgot. Yeah, I think you're right. That actually could be a cricket. Oh. Foodscape! Meat Hulk! Fallen Sky Titan rips silent. So much essence, much flesh. Flesh for the strength of many. Strength for suns and suns, moons and moons. But Shredder nearby. Waiting, watching, slavering, hungering. Scythe claws, razor jaw. Very dangerous. I'm not confident enough to fight a mantis on my own. No thank you. Since it won't let us go gather others. Cap, you would die a lot as a bug. Thankfully, we still have plenty of hunger, so we can keep exploring. Oh, we're back here. You know what? We still gotta figure it out. And I do remember what it did, so we can now start going into water to counter his fire if he ever does it again. There it is. And we're only injured, so we should be fine. There we go. Victory! Victory! Other selves arriving, helping break down, move the armorling. Will become food for many children, becoming selves. Mighty, mighty, love becomes strength. Can we... Oh, that's it then. But maybe now that we... Green, green, red? Possibly. It does seem to be it did seem to be 3 greens and at least 2 reds, so... Let's go look at the mantis again. Maybe now that we saved our other selves, they can come help. God, that flashbang every time. Good news is the crickets, they're not that tough. Okay, no, I think we had to ask. I think same thing. We had to ask. Like, we had to commit to going to fight, and then, yeah. Deadly Shredder. Tall, thin, lonely body, shaped to destroy. Dance alone? Fetch other selves? Of course, we fetch as many as we can. Many selves! Taste victory! Victory! I don't know. I think a praying mantis could jack up some ant. Which edutainment? Food! Food for all! Shredder now becomes the meat essence treasure as well. Quickly, quickly! Help break down, break down. Carry back. Greater self will soon be filled with strength, with flesh. We'll make many new selves. Strong future, good future. Weak as one, strong as many, many as one, and one as many. Glorious meat fall. Death becomes life. I have no recollection of that. Oh, it's gonna get worse, Jay. I got bad news for you, bird boy. The colony thrives. We are. Creator self swells with life. New selves coming soon. Tiny life poetry goes on. New beginnings bridging what was and what is. Fear. Terror of many sweeps on the wind. Pungent. Alarming. Returning colony. Help selves. Titan. Titan. Danger. Oh, wait. It wasn't a bird. My bad. He has Cap. I actually bought it for him specifically. Giant, fearsome, living disaster. Creator self, selves yet to be, other selves in danger, falling, dying. Colony must be saved. Fight. Fight the Titan. Join together. Become greater through sacrifice. Many are one. One is many. Yeah, we might be in a disadvantage, lads. Is this what it feels like when a human fights a dragon? We're crippled near destruction. We haven't even injured it. I do love this, though. But it refused to break. And now if you look at his skin... And we're back. Horrifying. Over. Danced away. Colony is safe. Self-body wounded, broken, but still self. Other selves lift us up, carry us to the presence of her. Blessings, blessings infinite and eternal. We live, we spread, we dance, we endure. Rest now, lesser self, become still. Greater self sent washing over, drowning light, sound. Can rest now, rest at last. Carried to place of beginnings, fading, sleep coming on, cool and deep. Body will be food for cells yet to be. Good, right, perfect. Love, we are one in truth and eternity. Devour new selves, take the inside, become strong as we are, and were, and shall be forever. Love, forever, love, forever. There they stood, the hunter, the prey, and the Drakh. Seeing its own fears, its own essence mirrored in the Long-Ear, the Drakh could not allow the Blazetail to destroy it. In its mind, the Drakh was the Long-Ear, and the Long-Ear the Drakh. But the mighty kin had learned that to save one was to doom the other, and it could not bear to see the Blazetail waste away and perish empty. For in its mind, the Drakh was the Blazetail, and the Blazetail the Drakh. As a being of great power, the Drakkin held the fate of both good beasts in his jaws. Would it allow the Long-Ear to perish, or the Blazetail? The dying breath of either would be as a twisting thorn in the Drakkin forever. At last, the kin made its fateful choice. It blared its bellied teeth, and sank them into flesh. Its own. It tasted its own essence, carved out a generous portion of its body, tore it away, then placed it on the cool, good earth before the Blazetail, blessed it and sang, "Take this, my flesh, O Blazetail, that you may live and thrive, and you, Long-Ear, depart in peace, and partake of the endless green feast without fear. I have chosen a third way, and though my form is diminished, my innermost self, essence of essence, sings with joy and health. For I am you, and you are I, and we are one forever." So ends my tale. The Drakkin dispelled the great illusion of separation. It had seen that all things which appear separate are in fact part of a greater whole, a collective, eternal and immortal. To all beings it encountered, it was a loving creator, giving health, life, blessings, and wisdom. All beings were as its own hatchlings, whether small or great. And so it was that the Drakh was named by those it encountered, nurturing birther creator of great oneness, All-Mother. And now we see her. Look at her. No, not yet. You hush. The last of the Crystal Kin. At last, beloved, at last you come to me. A riot of scents fills the air, making you want to sleep and dance and die all at once. Beneath the scars, beneath the illusions which cover you like scales. You have no idea how you got here, but it really doesn't matter. Kitty, I did ping! I pinged the server! Francisco's here? I smell it. Your true self, naked, crystalline, perfect. Your dreams of power and greatness, they're but a reaching for the light, a yearning to become one with the unbounded one song. Your fears of destruction and insignificance, but a longing for truth, a passionate love for existence. Even your weaknesses, your imperfections, are dear to me, beautiful in my sight, fragrant in my nostrils. For you are I, and I am you forever. Our separation is the last illusion. In dreams, I tied your drifting essence to the mind of a tiny being, to teach you what the smallest and most ancient of the sun and earth's children already know. So she is the reason that we were having the dream of being an ant. She put us in there through Writhing Question. Which is why every time we came, Writhing Question said, "Oh, no, she's on her way, don't worry." And then we kind of passed out and had the same dream. Though tiny and weak, they have realized the unifying truth. They give of themselves to each other until the line is broken. So joined, they are able to oh my god, that's beautiful. So joined, they are able to overcome any difficulty. They swell and diminish as they must, and as they should, so that even titans cannot stand against them. It's been sung amongst our people that cooperation, the binding of ourselves to others, is a degrading weakness, that it allows for the survival of the weak, it encourages sloth of the mind and essence. We are large, and strong, and hold fire in our throats, destruction under our claws. We were meant to be alone, strong, rivals to all others. So it is sung, but this is a blindness, a stain on our spirits, a lie. The tiny beings, the clan singers, even the orphans, the tailless ones who are seeds of the stars, they have discovered the truth which is called love, togetherness, and compassion, and they grow strong beyond our feeble and selfish imaginings. They are destined to rise. The orphans shall inherit earth, and we lonely giants shall be no more. No matter how we thrash and scheme, time and the orphans shall dance us all to final destruction. Our pride has doomed us. To fight against truth is fruitless, and to escape it is to abandon earth and sun and this blue-green world we love. That's no problem, kitty. Always happy to have you. But there is another way, a third way. Have you never dreamed of becoming other than what you are, my beloved? To sing with a new voice, soft and high, to feel the wind on scaleless, featherless skin, to not merely seize treasures, but to craft them yourself with slender paws, holding patterns in your mind born from you and you alone, to know the safety and truth of joining with others of your kind in achieving the impossible. I have gazed into the lost abandoned... kind of telling a hint of what she's talking about. Especially when you look at her sigil. I have gazed into the lost, abandoned souls of the orphans, and I have witnessed a terrifying beauty, a potential which cannot be expressed. They are the future of Earth, and I believe that they can become we, that our two peoples, our ways, can at last become one, and together inherit the sphere which dances in the void. The time of reckoning comes quickly. Remember what you have learned as a tiny being. Pride is the only true weakness. Hunt your pride as you have never hunted before. Slay it and devour it until nothing is left, and stand with me at the end. Together, and only together, we can be a whole at last, as we were always meant to be. We can transcend ourselves and become truly kin, not only to each other, but to all life. If we only believe, if we only love. How I yearn for you, my beloved. How I long for you. Becoming one in body would not be enough. May we become one in essence, like streams which lose themselves in distant sea and become it, always and forever. May you be blessed. Is it awake? Is it still dreaming? And can it tell the difference? Has it learned from what it has learned? Answer if you can, my Dratkin. Is the one song in the process of folding inwards, making all one in time? Or is it expanding outwards, hoping that new expressions of itself in flesh and mind will reveal at last what it has been seeking? And most of all, is it better to lose oneself in unity, or better to remain an individual? Which expresses the truth better? Which expresses compassion better? Do you remember the way home? As you fly back to your lair, the questions pull and push you forward. At least now you understand why some call Elmother the heretic elder. Its ideas are dangerous to the extreme. What does it mean when it proposed it was possible to become one with the tailless? Is it possible for the Drakh to become other than what they are? And if they did, would they still be Drakh in any meaningful sense? Is it knowledge that one is also others? Compassion? The salvation of the Drakkin? Or the doom? Perhaps the questions themselves are the answers. They're like great sun. To examine them too closely is to burn one's mind. So, I'll get back to that, Cap, I promise. You do have... There are 3 elders in the talks here. You actually can talk to Darktooth about them. They all want your attention. they want you to side with them. 8th grade of water. Ooh, 9th grade of water. Ambush strike has become extremely deadly. Oh, we can prevent elements now. Let's go talk to our landlord. I think we forgot to touch base with the Great Green. The Sacred Glen. Though your eyes only see a wooden hollow, your whole being can sense the deeper truth. This is a living labyrinth, tenderly maintained by the many subtle beings who've been drawn here over the ages. The essence lines of Earth herself converge here, each pathway of vein or artery coursing inexorably towards or away from the heart, where old is made new. What's up, kitty? Now that you have trod the clouds, you can bypass the maze and fly straight to the center, but only the worthy may stand in the glory of the living one. But we are more than worthy. You alight before the tree. Humbly you fold your wings, bow your head, and surrender your pride as you enter the chamber between the roots. Even as an adult, there's somehow still more than enough room for you here. You lie down and close off your senses one by one until your body is perfectly still, save for the thrum of the rhythm. Sleep sets into your flesh, and your mind is tempted to follow one of millions of false pathways leading to shallower pools within the dreaming. Oh, yeah. From air, you have learned to be intelligence and self-expression. From fire, passion and strength. From water, you have learned flexibility and perspicacity. It's another new word. And from earth, you have learned humility and fortitude. You cannot be distracted or deceived. Your way cannot be barred. Temptation is powerless before your hard-forged will. I love it! Your hard-forged will. Poised in the center, you abide. Multiplicities and distinctions fade away as many become 4, and 4 becomes 1. My sweet Fang, greatest of those who push Earth towards completion, hunter of your own heart. Your body and essence are nearly full wrought, and in you are etched the numbers, and painted are the signs. Before you lay 3 paths. They are paths trod down by the great ones of your people. Choose a path and receive from me a mighty gift, so that you may walk with beauty upon your way. So, compassion, wisdom, or strength. Now, this is him essentially telling you the 3 paths. There is a 4th path. I'm not going to look at the 4th. We are going to keep with compassion. But just so you know, the 4th path does exist. Compassion. Favored dream of Earth, reflection of her innermost self. Compassion, in which the victim becomes the final victor. Compassion, which makes mirrors of all things. I grant you blessings of water and earth, pillars of compassion. Also a warning. Only those who have water's final gift shall forge a new beginning. Only until the 10th degree of the circle is known, seek out understanding of that which flows. And fear not the sacrifice, for it is not feather, nor scale, nor even tail which is sacred, but only essence. You awake much later. Sun is dying, and you know better than to be here when darkness falls. For night and great green are lovers. Even a mighty Drock would be crushed between them. Returning to your lair, you ponder what you've learned. You've been strengthened by blessing of the spirit. Time will tell whether it's strength enough to triumph over the adversaries ahead. Yeah, it's a good thing we did, Kitty. Because that buff's going to be very helpful. Well, what have we here? No, boy, it's not time yet. Ares has come a-beggin'. The sharp smell of fear paints the air this sun. No tales have come to the spirit wood to gather life. Most of the predators in your territory either hunt things too small to be concerned, or take little enough that your personal diet is not deeply impacted. These new hunters, however, are different. Able to slay from a distance, they give their quarry no chance to run or fight. They visit frequently and harvest many large good beasts every time. Some of your favorite hunting grounds will soon be affected, and it would not be enough to ensure your starvation, but the wealth of prey to which you are accustomed may become a mere memory. On the other hand, the tailors have long memories and are known to be unnaturally vindictive. Perhaps allowing them to continue this behavior would be less risky, though your core and essence both chafe at the prospect of allowing these outsiders to take from the bounty which sustains you and is rightfully yours. Hell no. We will let them live. But they're getting the hell out of our land. Your flame-belching and deafening song of challenge is enough to set the food thieves fleeing away, leaving some of their gains behind. There is no point in leaving the good beast bodies to rot, you enjoy a nice meal. Hopefully they'll be wise enough to inform others of their kind to look elsewhere for their prey. Time will tell, but for now the spirit wood is yours and yours alone. Oh, leveled up Earth. 9th grade of Earth. Nice! We can literally just ask our treasures what they are. Probably, Jay. But let's go square up with Tempest. The Empire of Reeds. Water's blessing lies heavy here, and life abounds in diverse forms. Featherbeast and Waterbound alike hunt and are hunted in an endless round among the whispering reeds, who protect all without design. They whisper as air sweeps over them, and the 1,000 surface pools shiver in the wind. As you fly over it, taking the grays, greens, and blues into your eyes, a delicious aroma rises of fertility and decay. You can bear it no longer and cry out a challenge. O Tempest, Lord of the Reedlands, your empire is fraught with life. It calls to me. Surrender to me its coldward horizon, all that lies within sight or scent of the spirit wood, for I name it unto myself. The warm, cool waters, the savory flesh, of those who dwell neither within the green nor the blue, but both and neither. I have grown mighty indeed. Behold, I cover the sky. Put not your teeth against mine, or this sun you shall dine upon your own essence. Every sway of the reeds, every ripple of the marsh can be your first sign of your foe. You spot a sudden turbulence in one of the deep pools below and prepare to tuck your wings and dive for an assault. You barely sense it in time. Something's just above you. Twisting, you narrowly avoid Tempest's poisoned fangs, shoving its head away as it wraps its body around you. Somehow Tempest was able to blend into the sky itself, which you didn't even think possible. If you were not so flexible and attuned to your senses, you'd likely be poisoned and already losing this fight. Surprisingly, Tempest seems to be concentrating more on controlling your body than damaging it, keeping your head and wings beneath your own. You briefly wonder why. And then it dawns on you. Tempest is going to smash you into the ground. Perhaps it intends to release you at the last moment and avoid collision itself, or may simply crash as well and use your body to cushion its own fall. Either way, you have a very short time to damage Tempest with enough to force it to let it go before you slam into Earth. From this height, you would be lucky just to survive. The dance begins. So we are not fucking around with this. Get the fuck off. Fighting savagely, you manage to pry Tempest's claws and teeth off you, then slap its head away with your tail. You have just enough time to right yourself and slow your fall. You are alive, but you can barely see through the murky water, and your senses of smell and taste are useless. When the muck clears, Tempest is swimming calmly before you. It broke the surface with barely a sound, despite its huge size. Flee. Its calm, unworried eyes are like a golden void. You're now in Tempest's world. Underwater, your fiery breath is useless while its lightning shocks are deadly. Dare you continue the fight? No! Oh, I have to actually attack. I can't just slap him. Hit me with that mind screen. Oh, I'm stunned and can only defend myself. So he's using a lot of air, but I can't use any... Oh, I'm still stunned. Thankfully, we are freakishly strong. You are not weak. I knew this from the beginning. In honor of this, I have held little back. I have shown you the power of my love for this land through my passionate dance of destruction. Would you still stand against me? What morsel of food, what hidden curiosity could be worth your end? I'm loath to resort to it, but I have a final power against you, which there is no defense. I offer you this last chance. Flee and live. Though bruised and bloodied from combat, you pour your essence into a single pure song, weaving the sigils into Tempest's open mind. Here I stand where blue meets green, an outsider in a mighty empire. Though I am young and dry, I have tasted its joy, felt its honor in these wounds I bear. I am smitten with desire from it, to know it as you have known it. As my own feathers, so shall it be each of the countless reeds, and of my essence, so shall it be its streams and tarns. With a gentle claw, and with gratitude, should I harvest its good beasts, taking them inside and becoming one with them. So shall my actions be. If it is not so, then may my body drown in these waters, so that at least in destruction I should become one with this good and fertile land. Okay, I just had to check, make sure that my chat is still working. Tempest replies with a single glowing sigil. I surrender. If you sing of my land with such passion, then I acknowledge your love for it. Take from it as you desire, but if you dare to abuse it, I shall become its vengeance. So it was that you came into possession of the coldward expanse of the Empire of Reeds. Never again did you pit yourself against Tempest the Reed Lord. Neither you were a doubt about what would have occurred had you done so. A new hunting ground has become yours, and your renown amongst your people have grown. A new encounter with the potential to change the fate of Kind. Even so, this is still the Empire of the Reeds, and the Reed Lord remains its true sovereign. Perhaps the time will come where you can challenge Tempest for it in its entirety. But for a reason you don't fully understand, you have no desire to do so. Hey! Don't you do that. I was hoping that would actually raise our water. We need a little more water. Oh. Oh. Oh, that makes me happy. We don't actually need to research our artifacts anymore. We can literally just ask. So these are basically worth it. Worthless. These just shows our sign of our strength. Let's see. Oh, we never gave away the silver fruit. I agree, Jay. Like, every single scene. Right, but that'll just give us a temporary boost. Yeah, hell with it. Oh, we have a little hut here. Hey! Here at the edge of the Empire of Reeds, a curious edifice stands. Though it is made from good, damp earth flesh and blends well with the land surrounding it, the strange top and woodstrider skin hug grimly across the entrance leave no doubt. This is a no-tail dwelling. Strangely, however, the smell of no-tails is rather light here. The air tastes fairly clean and is rife with interesting overtones. Sweet herbs, ash, feathers, and something like a slide claw? Very odd. Let's take a look. The dwelling is too small for your glorious body to enter without issue, but your head and neck should fit. You quietly push aside the woodstrider skin with your nose and investigate. This is a little den, and there's even a little cat. This layer contains many things. Oh, I didn't even notice the bird up here. Despite the many fur beast pelts and fleshless shrieker corpses somehow fastened to the walls, the reek of decay is absent. Instead, the air here is warm, making you want to yawn and redolent with those sweet odors with lavender and sage. A light calmness sets into your mind. It's odd. Usually being near anything associated with the no-tails would cause you alarm, but there's something different about this place. A short-tailed slide claw lounges expertly on the remains of a great lumberer, raising its head slightly as you enter and addressing you. Do you seek the artist? The slide claw blinks slowly, waiting. What do you mean, the artist? Yes, the artist, the tailless creator. Not my creator, nor that of any living being, but a creator nonetheless. The artist, as I name it, is transfixed with the beauty of nature. It will spend whole suns doing nothing but studying the many masterpieces of Mother Earth. A green gold leaf from the venerable tree, the patterns within the clouds, even the bodies of good beasts. It then creates marvelous things, mostly plant blends which can banish the dis-ease and hasten healing, but other things as well. It also makes music sometimes. Sometimes with its own voice and sometimes with other objects. It uses this music to praise sun at his rising and setting, moon as it slims and fattens, and earth at all times. It never eats flesh. Instead, it combines plants, water, and fire to create nourishment in yet another form of art. A vegetarian. Tofu, I think. No, it wouldn't be tofu. Then again, it is in the Empire of Reed, so who knows? Each creation reveals and magnifies hidden patterns present in all reality. Never have I seen or smelt such a bizarre yet wondrous way. Still, I don't believe there's anything here that would particularly interest an avaricious Dropkin. The few chips of gems and shinestone it keeps would be too small for an adult of your people to bother with. When will the artist come back? I'm uncertain, but its journeys far away from here have been shortening of late. Old age has withered its flesh and bent its bones. Its mind is sharp as a fang, but such a thing is of no avail against the great void. No doubt the artist will return soon. It no longer has the strength to travel far. If you return another sun, it will probably be here. What occurs now, mighty Drak? There are rumors that some Drakkin, even as mighty as they are, fear the No-Tails and destroy them when they can. Will you destroy this place and deprive Earth of a great artist, or risk the wrath of your people by letting it stand? We'll let it stand for now. In silent response, you remove your head from the entryway and depart. This mud mound will stand, at least for now. After all, the slide cost talk of an artist was intriguing. Perhaps another visit will allow you to meet it. It's only fair to smell the truth for yourself before passing judgment. Like I said, we're following the path of compassion this run. I really wish I had a way to raise my water. Oh, we can go back out already. You've returned to the Tailless Lair on the outskirts of the Empire of Reeds. Hoping to find the mysterious artist, you look inside. And there he is. That must be it. It's hard to tell, as it's wrapped itself in some kind of skin cocoon, but it definitely is a tailless, an old giver of its kind. The long fur of its face blends with that of its head and trails nearly to the ground. It bows to you, its head to you once, then sits still. You smell very little fear in the air. There's something about this being which provokes a deep curiosity within you. Perhaps if you offered it something you had as a token, you could ingratiate it. On the other hand, it is a tailless, and they're rumored to be treacherous. Whatever you give it may be used against you and the kin in time. Now, here's the thing. I skip past this. Of course, they stay with us. But this, in one of the runs, you actually, remember the one with the humans playing? You can actually steal this from them. And so let's show it to him. You drop the string of amber stones you obtained so long ago in Heartbone Valley on the dirt floor. Slowly, the no-tail struggles up on its bizarre, upright stance, picks it up in its smooth paws. As it gazes at the circle of amber stones, water begins to drip from its eyes, flowing down its flat face. It lets out a muffled cry. Is it melting? Then it looks to your eyes and does something you believed impossible. I don't think so, hon. It sings to you. I remember. So long time. Children, I child, you child, by River Valley. I remember, I dream, I hope, and now return. I old, you beautiful. The sigils are crude and shaky, but it is singing. It's been long believed that the tailless cannot truly communicate as other beings do, mind to mind. Some say their minds are too polluted, others say too foreign, too different from that born true of Earth. But this one is different. Perhaps it was created so, or perhaps it was changed by its encounter with you unknown turnings ago in Heartbone Valley. Perhaps it's merely very strong within. So, yeah, exactly. So since he was a child when we took this, and now he's an old man, 60, 70 years. Before you can respond, it seizes a small container from the stone of slab in the back. Examining your body carefully, it gently rubs a cool white salve on any visible wounds, burns, or sores. The artist looks at you. You wish it had a tail. It's very difficult to know what it's thinking without one. At last, with great effort, it stares at you and sings. Wish, last wish. Wish help. Help you, help I, help all. Will give. Give much. You give. You receive. Be friends. Please. What do you mean by friends? Friends is like family inside, but not outside. Friends is connecting, bindings free. It struggles, searching for something, then seems to find it. Friends is when seeing joy. I see friend, I joy. Friends see me, friend joy. Deep joy, two ways. That is rather interesting. In the life of a Drock, such a thing is rare indeed. You've been happy to encounter other beings, your prey, but they're seldom happy to encounter you. Even other Drock are fearsome threats which you've never been joyous to meet. It sounds a little like compassion, but more long-term, more focused, permanent. Perhaps it doesn't exist. A fallacy of weak social beings. Perhaps it's something else. It doesn't feel pleasant to think about. What about you, artist? The flat face sighs. Strange. Always. Body weak. Different. Unwarrior. Cared. Cared about stars, plants, beasts. Mocked. Struck when small. A gleam then enters its eyes. But inside, not weak. Could smell. Smell truth. Hidden things. Connecting. Spirits. Could hear them. Feel them. Beast friends, spirit friends, plant friends lend bodies essence. Friends save my tribe. Become I... Shaman. It gestures above its head with a foreleg. High shaman. Very high. But still low before earth. Before sun. Before friends. Now old and weak. End soon. But unscared. Unscared I. It all ends. Is good. But you, last friend. Last give, last receive. Much gratitude. What about the tailless? The artist is surprised at the question for some reason. It strokes its face for thinking before finally responding. Gods. It points upwards. Gods come. Come down. Make us. To help. Helpers. Help tend earth. Help save. Destroy. It pauses, then comes up with a sigil. Chaos. Destroy chaos. Some good. Remember that, helpers. Keep helping. Try. Some forget that, helpers. No help. Just self. Forget earth. Forget gods. Want everything. It points to itself. No gods. Just helpers. Try to help, but sometimes forget. Difficult, but try. That, us. What about the good beasts? It gestures to the Slyclaw. Good friend. Give health, freedom to friend. Friend give peace, joy back. Good trade. So he nursed the bobcat back to health. And let it go. It gestures to the blackbird. Old friend. Good, best, many times. Help both ways. Fading, but still strong in secrets. Dreams. Many others. Gone now. But still, it pats its chest just above its heart. Living. Here. How can we help each other? Make great treasure. Treasure to share. Share with all. But need stones. This many. It holds up 3 paw tentacles. 1 heavy shine stone. Quiet. Special. Like this. It traces several square shapes in the air. Heavy. 2 ant in moni. Clean stones. Banishes wrong. Make perfect. Shiny. Like this. It scratches something into the dirt, which looks like a ball of long spikes. 3rd, unpoisoned stone. Not true. I swear to God, I don't know if you guys will believe me. I did not intentionally pick what I picked. Unpoisoned stone. Not true stone. Not earth stone. Made inside beasts. Big beasts. Long time. Destroys poison. then can have treasure. Give treasure. You, I, all. Also, can go give knowings. Many. Knowings of beast friends. Knowings of feather, fur, scale. So instead, I can just give them money instead. But we do have the heavy cube, the refining cube, and the bozar. The artist bobs its head up and down repeatedly and makes excited bleeding noises as it accepts your offering. You're now one step closer to helping it complete its greatest work. The artist eventually manages to communicate to you that it needs some time to put it to use, but before you leave, it informs you of the object's hidden properties, and you learn a few things of value. Yeah, we got water. We have another vision. You. I feel you. The heat, the light, the burning. Come to the Fire Mountain, the fourth lair. Be prepared to triumph and gain much. Be prepared to perish and lose all. Come! When you awaken, you somehow have knowledge of an island, far and yet near, where the Elder of Fire awaits. Even to dream of it filled you with pain and smoky hot ambition. Dare you answer such a call? Yep. Math actually explained to me what Bozar was. So we're not going to that. We're going to keep helping our artist friend. Elder of Fire can kiss my scaly ass. He still wants to help and be friends. Here you go. We have the refining stone. More water. Thank you, buddy. See, I didn't even know that, Cap. Oh, ranked up fire. 8th grade of fire. We can eat treasure. Still not there on water yet. I gotta do another run of Terraria. It's been a while. And there's still 2 levels of fire left. Yeah, I know, buddy. You have one last wish. There you go. Here's the bazaar. One sung, you hear the crashing death scream of one of the forest guardians, a mighty tree which has stood for turnings beyond counting near the boundary of the Great Green. It was not at all rotten nor diseased. You can't imagine why it would fall. As you cannot imagine, you decide to investigate. Doing so reveals a strange truth. The no-tails are murdering trees. Murder. A new idea which now comes to you. Standing in for destruction without defense or consumption. A cold thing, where new strength and life does not come afterwards, but only hollow space. One by one, holding Shinestone Void Envoys in their forepaws, you watch the no-tails destroy healthy tree after healthy tree. Perversely, they ignore the old and brittle ones that cry to be harvested, and take only the vibrant, the unappointed. When they have murdered as many as their enslaved gravers can haul away, they depart. You approach the root-scrawling foot of a proud and generous tree you knew well, which is all the no-tails have left of it. It was home to many tiny and small beings, and a beautiful being in its own right, sprouting from the earth and slowly building a righteous empire of flesh ever sunwards, stretching, reaching for the light. Now the centuries-old empire has been felled in mere moments. Silently the stump screams, attempting in vain to understand its demise, calling out desperate questions with fading soil. You know it will take many suns for its suffering to end, for it to attain true quiet. The sweet, sweet scent of its sickly, slow, flowing blood dances morbidly on your tongue. A sickness and rage builds within your core, echoing through your essence. No being eats trees, and the trees were not threatening the no-tails at all. Your voice joins that of the bereft stump left behind. Why? You soon learn the incident is not isolated. Regularly, the no-tails come to the boundary of the Great Green and murder the trees, taking their bodies away to the hive to an unknown fate. Do we scare them, or do we just actually kill them for this? I think we give them one more chance. Then again, they had their warning with the last one. What do y'all think? Yeah, true. We as humans know that. You fly across the ground, belching fire and snapping your jaws. Seeing the shadow of destruction in your sharp, sharp eyes, they flee in terror. The green is safe once again, and you turn to other matters. Damn it! You can now store living thunder in your body. We can now light electrocute people. I know what's coming. Oh! The artist looks at you. Oh yeah, we're still this. At last, with great effort, stares at you thing. Oh yeah, still doing this. The artist can barely contain its excitement, showing all of its teeth, which you have learned now is happiness, not aggression, to a no-tail, and makes a light ha-ha sound as it sings into your mind. It explains that its whole life it has been trying to create the ultimate medicine, something that would make any body feel whole and free from impurities. It's certain to work on any living thing, restoring it to excellent health. Get to give him a chance, huh? Also, Math, I think you might be behind, hun. Give. We'll give. We'll share. You, me, together. It shakes its head, clearing a bit of the water from one of its eyes, then slowly reaches to place an alien paw gently on the tip of your nose. Friends, you must be truthful. I love it. Just straight up tells you, whatever you're telling it now, you're telling it the truth. Yes. It leans forward, touching its head to you. Friend, it whispers into your mind. Last friend. Gratitude. Bless Drakkin. Bless No-Tail. Next son finished. Yeah, we're, Fire Dragon is not friendly with us. Surprised he hasn't come yelled at us again. Oh, the silver fruit? By a lambic glimmer radiating from your trove, it seemed the silver fruit you obtained from the mysterious Brightling grove is emitting a pale glow. You touch the surface with a claw, and the air is suddenly heavy with the scent of unknown flowers, drawing you down and into your cell. How? Why? That scent. The flowers. I actually don't remember this. You might be behind, hun. Dimly you become aware of the scent of lightning and shystone. There's no breeze, no scent of soil, nor the sweet rot of plants. In fact, this place smells as though it never knew the Great Green at all. Or even Earth herself. Oh, wait, I remember now. Yeah, that was the silver fruit, Cap. Not an egg. A dark hexagon, grim and mute, glares down at you. Ghosts drift about and stare at you from behind a wall of melted sand. A nightmare? You look around. No, you can't move your head. You can't look away. Your body can barely move. Trapped, nearly paralyzed. Is this how your story ends? No dance of destruction? No challenge? No last song? If they destroy you, your body will not even be eaten by Great Earth. Something horrible and other is scraping at the inside of your mind. Greetings. Calm. Still, lie still. No danger. No danger. No, we wish your mind. Open, show us mind. To see inside, give the inside of your mind. Give to us. You do not want to be here. Your mind and essence are urging you to break free and flee this place. Free farther than far. I mean, we could, but we don't know where we are. They did say that we're not in danger. Do we try... whatever the fuck they are. Because this is not a human head shape. Yeah. Well, that's actually a challenge, and challenging is usually better, so... Although your instincts call you to action, you realize the best chance to escape is to remain calm and understand this horrid reality and its ghosts. The scientist. I actually don't remember them, Cap. Because my brain just immediately went to G-Man. When you said Half-Life. The calming influence of Earth within you soothes your spirit. You're able to swallow your fire and meet whatever comes next with clear eyes. Truth. One truth. Let mind combined. Behold, feel, digest. The dark hexagon is suddenly shouting light at you. Is that a wood strider? But you can't see its essence. It's right there, but you can't smell it. You can't smell anything but the lightning running through your bonds, around you, into you. Forced at the image, you can't help but feel that's not a wood strider. Wood striders have glowing air and earth lines threading through them, winding into beautiful crowns. This one, stretched and too real to the eyes, has no essence. Not all beings have bodies, but to lack an essence is to not have existence at all. This somehow captured the light coming from a wood strider and froze it flat, but you're not at all fooled. It's the spirit which makes a wood strider, not the outer shell. Rejection of medium, searching for invisible element. Implication, sensory sense present? Unknown. 5042. Document phenomenon. Spirit lines. Continuing assessment. God! Your eyes are now assaulted by the image of a no-tail larva. Again, there's no scent and no essence to sense. You have an immediate reaction of... interest. Are the tailless connected to these? You cannot clearly see through the barrier, but these others bear some resemblance to the no-tails. They are lighter, however. Brightlings, perhaps? That would make sense. The Brightlings are known to take an interest in the tailless. As you begin to speculate about their possible relationship, you see movement among the bright beings outside. Hypothesization. Linking experience through logic. Cognizance of ambassador unit mimicry. Index upgraded. How long will this continue? Why are they forcing you to look and look and look? The tailless larva is now an object made of gleaming shinestone. It seems to be in the shape of a kin. It is... yeah, I appreciate it. That's actually really well done. You find it gratifying that whatever created this artifact values the beauty and the form of your people. What's more, it seems to be made of gold, one of the ultimate forms of shinestone, a fitting tribute for the greatness of the kin. You lack both the skill and the digits to craft such a thing yourself. It is truly valuable and a testament to the creative skill of the other and their seed. Looking at it, it's hard to think that they're without merit. Detail processing, interest registered, high cognitive possibility. As the final image fades, the hexagonal surface darkens again. The bright beings seem to be moving about and singing to each other, though all you hear is muffled patches of gibberish. After some time, the symbols appear in your mind again, somehow both sophisticated and crude, like someone is attempting to sing a song which they've never heard before. Data collection complete. Presence of unregistered sentience confirmed. Gratitude. Interest. More tests required. 153 procedures scheduled. Thank you for your continued cooperation. Unable to protest, you are forced into a larger hive with even more restraints. You cannot help but feel fearful, but you know there's nothing you can do at the moment. There's no way to measure time in this knot place. You're forced to endure much. Lost a lot of energy. Poking, prodding, stabbing. Questions, light, sound. The broken voice seems to be expressing thanks between each task. A cruel joke. Gratitude involves respect, and if they had any respect for what you are, you would not be subjected to this. After what feels like many moons, or even turnings, small holes open above you, and from the holes comes unnaturally soothing flower scent emitted by the silver fruit. God, how much time did we waste on that? Quite a bit. Suddenly you awaken once more in your lair. You're ravenous. Was it a nightmare after all? No, at least 4 suns have passed, and the silver fruit is gone. Yeah. What happened and why? You have no evidence, no trace of the things which bound you to learn from or to take revenge. Still feeling struggles, you stretch and begin your next sun in a world which you understand and which understands you. Hey, we finished our water mastery. That's worth it. The final sigil of water. Your body and essence have become fluid and flexible. You may now spend a sun to permanently improve any of your elemental affinities. And look who's back. The ignoble tree slayers have returned. This time, 2 warriors of their kind sporting shine-sewn second skins and long, sharp false fangs are keeping a close watch over the proceedings. It would seem the Tailless are rather bent on continuing this behavior. You could, of course, simply allow them to continue their desire, but this is happening increasingly often, and with each fallen tree your territory shrinks. The good beasts which you hunt, having less space, may also grow fewer in time. No, we gave them a shot. Exactly. We are, unfortunately, starving. But, hopefully we can eat. Yeah, the size is a little unclear. Hiding behind those stone skins was not enough to save these interlopers from the flames of your wrath. The others flee and don't return. Your territory is safe once again, though surely the No-Tails will remember this defeat. For now, you feel proud in having fulfilled your duty as the living Fang of the Green. Please don't be... Okay, thank God, we can hunt. Yeah, the size is a little fucky. I'm going to take my break real quick, feed the cats. But when we get back, we'll hunt, and then we'll get back to our artist friend. So, I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. In fact, let me actually do this right and have the music playing before I put you over. No tails encroaching on your land, pillaging and chopping your wood. Call upon the Dratkin sponsored service of No Tail No, registered #1 within the Great Green Area for over 100 centuries. For the record, I have no idea why my jazz playlist had Happy Birthday. I have no idea. Just 80 shinies for the service. And we should actually be able to just one-tap them now because of our benefits in water. Now, I'm thinking about... Oh, wow, it even turned blue. It's alright, Jay. I don't mind. If you... Hell, tell you what, Jay, you write me some of those, I'll actually voice them and have them ready to go for the breaks. But, I have a question for y'all. Because I don't know how much... I think we're getting to the end a lot sooner than I thought we would. Once this run ends, what do you guys want to do next? As in, do you want to just end the night a little early? Or do you want me to just throw on Zenless or something? Because I still need to stream some Zenless for my sponsorship. Okay, I can do that. Honestly, I can run and do a Noita run and die instantly. Because I'd rather, forgive me the delay as I get Noita going. I'd rather have, I need to outstream 1 hour of Zenless, Jay. So, we will see. I can flip a coin if nothing else. It also depends on when we end, because like if we end with a half hour left, yeah, doing a Noita run, no problem. Ow! Sting in the darkness. You awaken, fragments of your interrupted dream falling down around you. There are no strange sounds or scents, just a tiny niggling pain in your upper neck. And then the cold, dripping slow outside your throat but inside your skin, flowing down. Your core is turning to ice. You can barely feel your body. Something is numbing you from within, a poison unknown. You twist, scraping your head against the walls until something falls away. A tiny claw. There's some kind of fluid which smells like a well-crafted insult to life. This will not stand. We will slowly creep. Uncoiling yourself, you slide forward on your belly. Attempting to shove away the rage and fear building inside you would only make them stronger. Instead, you breathe slowly as you creep, imagining your mind being bathed in cool water. It is dark, but all your senses are open and clear. Even so, you just barely notice that some kind of strand, like a thick piece of weaver web, has been laid across your lair entrance at Fang's height above the ground. Slowly and carefully, you step over it, arcing your back so your belly does not disturb it. Once you are well out of the way, you trip it with your tail. Some kind of horror arm, made from severed, sharp-twisted tree flesh. Had you not been moving with water's own clarity and grace, those awful claws would be embedded in you. The green is alive with the usual sounds, singing of tiny beings, leaves brushing against each other gently in the breeze. Your enemy must be very skilled to tread the delicate surface of night without disturbing it. Your clan singer retainers are not present. They're hunting far setwards, near the sea. Your enemy was either patient or lucky to attack in their absence. They gotta eat too! It's dangerous to face a lucky foe, and a patient one is even more deadly. Moon is veiled and thin. Your eyes will be of limited use. You flick your tongue out, tasting the wind. Small traces of tree tail and various small feather beasts linger in the air from suntime, and you can taste a few very tiny beings in the night, laced with a bit of shrieker drifting down. A denser smell. The tang of a great lumberer. That's no surprise. They often amble about in the darkness, hunting resting wood striders and smaller night beasts. And then it hits you. Born on a gust coming from the warm woods. No tail. At least one of the tailless is nearby. Absolutely nothing else smells like that. But there's an even more interesting zest. The scent of a kin. Certainly that'd be the biggest threat. This must be investigated. Nope. Why would there be a dragon just hanging out? Deal with the humans. The source of the other scent rests here, at the end of this ravine. By the smell, at least one tailless lies in wait. As you approach, a sudden stampede of stones charges down the slopes at you from both sides. A trap, and mighty enough to cripple or even destroy you. Can anything be done? Yeah, we just dodge. Actually, this is so much cooler. Grab a boulder and use it as a shield. Lift an entire great stone? A young kin such as you? Can it be possible? Summoning all of your deep rage at this cowardly attack and strength of all your inner fire, you seize the largest stone and use it to shield yourself from its brethren. Your limbs burn, but you've decided that you will not perish here. You will show your enemy, whatever it is, exactly what it means to threaten one of the true children of above and below. But you've done it. For one so young to have accomplished such a feat of strength is almost unheard of, but you've done it. Casting your stone shield aside, you discover a heavily soiled pile of used tailless second skins at the end of the ravine. It was nothing but a decoy. Only another kin could be so clever. You know where to search next. I actually forgot. Making your way closer to the source of the kin scent, you descend into a heavily wooded dell. The trees crowd around, anxious to bear witness to your vengeance, no doubt. From its scent, it's an emerald kin, hiding just inside this rather undignified hole. Your approach has been very quiet, and from downwind, of course. But something is not right here. That scent, you encountered it before, turnings and turnings ago. It is Flare. The young kin who's first to challenge you after you won your stewardship over the spirit wood. That's its scent, there's no mistake. But that can't be. Flare was never heard of from again, and either met its end or found a home so far away that not even rumor of it reached you. The scent is a little too clean, nor is there any trace of the heavier scents that would be left behind if a kin squeezed itself into this hole recently. Also, hiding in a hole and trapping one's lair is distinctly un-Flare-like. That simple-minded, bombastic kin was never one for subtlety. This is a trap. How your enemy obtains something with Flare's scent on it is unknown, but it does not matter. There is no Drakkin here. Both of the obvious clues led to trap, which led you to only one possibility. There was only one other scent. It was a great lumberer, and yet not a great lumberer. It's the scent of that of a greater good beast, but it does not move around like one at all. Before you can react, it flings a web of woven plant fibers over you. You can still fight, but flight and escape are now impossible. Only by destroying this not a lumberer will you end the terror of this night of destruction. A dance most grim. Yep. Burn! Oh, I can't use... Oh, my fire is diminished. Oh no, whatever shall I do? There we go. That is so creepy! You've won. The threat is over. You will live to see sun again. It was a tailless all along. All of the traps, all of the suffering came from a simple no-tail. It even went so far as to bathe in the essence of a great lumberer and wear its skin, so you would not suspect its true identity. Doubtless your recent actions against the no-tails caused this. This was their revenge. No matter. This wretched, not even a beast dared make a mighty kin its prey. It's now helpless before you and too badly wounded to survive. Its eyes, however, show no fear, nor even hatred. If anything, its look is one of acceptance and respect. You can only hope that you never have the ill fortune of facing such a clever and strong-souled enemy again as long as you live. What is this? If we had the power to heal, we could actually pick him up and let him go. But we can hypnotize. You focus on its eyes, burrowing into them with the search of the mind behind them. It's strange and heavily veiled in darkness and otherism, but at last you find it, and begin to imprint it with your song, swaying your body. You've succeeded. The mighty Drakkin you pursued is no more. You have succeeded. Your people need no longer hunt. That is not the message I want to send. I don't want to send him that he survived, that he won. It takes quite a long time, as the Tailless's mind is very, very strong, but it eventually forgets the truth and believes that what you continually force it to picture. The Dratkin which enrages its people is destroyed, it believes, and there's no further need to enter the Spirit Wood. You carry it out of the green and into the Tailless-infested lands. It'll probably perish in a matter of days, but it should live long enough to pass on the deceptive message. Judging back to the fact that no other seed come to destroy you for a long time, it seems to have worked. You guys are fired. About that, Cap. Surprisingly quiet when you return to the mud layer of the artist. You push the Strider skin aside to see. The artist's broken body and that of its Blackburn companion are quiet. The void has at last taken both of them. There's no sign of the short tail. It's not surprising. The slide claw people are far too intelligent to believe in loyalty. Smelling something interesting, you turn the body over to find the artist's foreclaw clamped tightly around a small clay container. Elixir. The strange substance the no-tail artist produced before it was destroyed by its own kind. The rancid, oily scents in the air make very clear who did this. Other no-tails. Why? Did they want its territory? It would have gone quiet very soon. Could they not have waited? But no, they're not here. And they relocated several things away from here. The treasure, then? But the artist already wanted to share it all. And besides, they didn't take it. The artist was deeply wise, and looked upon with honor of all the local tailless. Why would they weaken themselves by destroying one that was their ally? The ally of all things. You begin by personally eating its heart. It is what the Drakh do when they destroy another kin whose strength they respected. Then, you use your fiery breath to reduce the body to white ash. Some you buried several spans within earth. Some you mixed into the waters of the distant sea. And the rest you released high into the air within a cloud. The fourfold return thus complete, you fell fast asleep on a sunning rock outside your lair. That night, you had a true dream of another time, another place. You dreamed you saw a little tailless hatchling, wrapped all in furs and walking through the snow in the adult's footprints. Snowflakes tumble lazily down around it. It reaches for a falling flake, which soon falls into its cupped forepaw. But when it peers closely, expecting to see a melting crystal latticework, it sees a single speck of white ash. No, the hunter would never have been our friend. If I remember right, you just kind of send him on the way with a pat on his ass. Hello? Your lair is suddenly a gathering place for thousands of tiny beings. These have only just become great enough to create, and many are actively engaged in their intricate dances thereof, and yet you notice that many are already going quiet, their miniature perfect essences fading away to death soon after completing their creative mission. You decide to call them sunflies, as their adulthood seems to only last one sun. As their birthers fly off to various places in the great green to birth their eggs and die, one of their givers alights on your tail. It's exhausted, and it's already having trouble controlling its body. It'll soon lose its rhythm and go quiet forever. I think cicadas, yeah. It sings to you with a humble, simple song. Great being, how many suns have you seen? When you reply that you've seen suns beyond counting, the ephemerid sings. Great being, I wish I could see the moon wax and wane, and taste myself for the winds of autumn, when all is sweet, colorful decay, but that is not to be. I must follow the music of my people, and leave my shell behind, flying beyond air with the essence into forever. But teach me, before I go silent, is there more to the one song than the circle dance of destruction and creation? Have you tasted, with your tongue of thousands of days, something beyond, which is outside the two forces? Yes, I've witnessed compassion. You can just eat them! In very gentle colors, because even your song might destroy the ephemerid, you explain that you have touched upon the beautiful, imperishable soul of the great music, and you've seen how many are in truth all one. You've learned to see yourself within other beings, even in the sunfly, to share their pain and their joy. You promised the sunfly that its life was good and righteous, and you blessed the sunfly in the name of the One Song, which sees the end of all worlds and yet never, never dies. The sunfly gives one last burst of song, a tiny yet perfect note of wonder and gratitude, and goes quiet. By the next evening, not even one sunfly remains. Their joy and their pain was as sweet as nectar and bitter as ashes. What a blessed curse and a cursed blessing is compassion, you can't help but think to yourself. That's another way for you to gain extra reputation with whatever leader you want. 10th of Earth, the true song of healing. Well, let's go have a peek what Fire Elder wants. You're exhausted and cold by the end of the long sky path which brought you here. The chill, no, stubborn, is wiped away by the smell of earth, fire, air, and crystal water coming together. A glowing taste fills the nearby clouds. This is the territory claimed by many times burned, paragon of the Dropkin people. The tales surrounding that elder are many. Some say its body was burned to charcoal in the core of the world, its bones bursting in red crack, but that its mind was so strong that it knit itself back together, though the pain of that exploding moment never receded. Others say its mind was torn from it by circumstances too outrageous to understand, but that its essence was so mighty it was able to survive through sheer force of will. No one dares claim that its essence is what's broken and incinerated by reality. That'd either be a blasphemous falsehood or, if true, too horrible to consider. Landing on the mountain, you roar out a song of annunciation. Hardly any time at all passes before you're greeted by a strange bear tail, its essence a lurid blaze even against the heat. Hey, we know that sigil. 3 and 9 make 6, 9 and 1 and 0, and if and is interpreted any differently. By the enlightened mind I bear, and be welcome, mighty kin, in the name of the undying master. This is the never-ever, envoy... Oh, this one is never-ever. Envoy of the sun shadow, the pulled together and apart, the many times burned. Is the fourth layer of the master not beautiful? Behold, earth reaches out for the great above through her burning essence. Is it sun that she yearns to become one with, or the void, one wonders? One wonders. You are expected below. The way is steep. Take care not to harm your magnificent body. Yet. Look at him! Never ever leads you to a place where the air itself seems to be constantly melting. Though you are kin, one who bears a fragment of sun's fire within, you're nonetheless uncomfortably hot. That a bear tail is able to survive here at all is astonishing. Far, far down, you can make out a shape within the essence of Earth herself, so huge that at first you mistake it for a dark hill, but no. Behold our master imperishable. Even the Great Mother's own blazing belly juice can no longer dissolve its hallowed body. And behold the proving pit, fourth layer of the paragon of fire. Know this, many come and few leave. We do not threaten, but only advise, great kin. Tell us, why have you come here? To meet. If you do indeed possess both the ability and the will to survive, then you will not have come in vain. However, you are not the only aspirant, great kin. Many wait in the chambers. Most have come to beg an audience with the master. The master's time is valuable, and the ephemeral and soon gone are unworthy of it. In its unfathomable wisdom, the Great One has created a means by which one might earn such a rare treasure, and others besides. In descending through the spiral walk, you shall encounter the beholden. Each one holds a treasure of one kind or another, and will not suffer the weak to pass. If you destroy your opponent, you are entitled to its trove. Whether you seize its treasure or not, though, victory shall bring you further down, closer to the master. Though, should you, young as you are, prove stronger than all the others, then you shall reach the base and be worthy of the invulnerable one's attention. Be twice aware, the master witnesses all that transpires here. Only its body sleep. Only the body. There's no room here for shallow and false compassion. Survival reigns supreme in the pit, with wisdom a welcome guest. All other virtues shall be as walls separating yourself from success. Though you may leave and return to continue the descent at any time, if you wish to do so during a dance of destruction, a ransom must be paid. 10 shiny things to add to your opponent's trove. So, yeah, we can leave whenever we want, but we gotta pay 10 gold. Welcome, great kin, to my chamber. First of them all, but for many the last. I am unforgetting. The Eternal One has granted me the privilege of teaching those who would brave the descent the peril of their choice. Before we dance, how many limbs have I? How many limbs does he have, chat? The lava bubbling is strangely soothing. Incorrect. Both of you. Look at the spirit lines. Don't look with your eyes. One in body, but many in essence. Turnings beyond turnings ago, some from within the kin sacrificed their limbs to survive the skyfall. We, the Tailbeast people, are their descendants. My people have forgotten what it is to run, to fly, to breathe out, destruction upon others, to reign. Most kin saw us as fallen, as degenerate. I love the implication, because you see even has the wing spirit lines, that they are Quetzalcoatl, basically. But the Great Burning One saw us as beautiful. We were willing to sacrifice all for the sake of survival. The Great One gifted me, greatest of warriors among my tribe, with a sliver of its eon's deep soul, and I remembered. I remembered all and became the unforgetting. I remembered the kin essence which always slept inside me. I remembered that what was lost may be regained. Dance with me now, as one who aspires to be what you are. I yearn to become you. Show me the fire, essence of kin. He's not that strong in fire either, so... But this is a fireplace, and that was stupid. Smart little fucker. This is power. This is the strength. It is such a rare honor to fight a true kin within and without. I lower myself before you. You may pass. You have earned the right to continue descent. However, you may continue the dance until true destruction if you wish to take the Guardian's treasures. It seems though Unforgetting, the mostly tail beast, has a small pile of shiny things. Nearly as many as you have teeth. No. Have you understood the lesson in flesh which is here held? Sacrifice. One can never achieve greatness without understanding the nature of sacrifice. If one is unwilling to abandon one's trove, one's prey, even one's idea of oneself, then survival is impossible, and without survival, all is silence. The Tailbeast people were wise indeed to do what they did. The loss of their limbs was a small price to pay for the priceless treasure called life. Do you wish to continue the descent, O kin? Yeah. I will heal some of your wounds. Never ever clambers up on your body and licks your injuries. Its saliva burns like sun, but amazingly your wounds begin to close. Time to face the next challenge. One of these is really cool. I am Rend. I am Bloon. Together we are violent. I actually love that. That's really cool. I don't think I ever noticed that. Red, blue, and violet, but you throw one N in there. Rend, Bloon, and violent. Like a holy flame, the Dark Master burned away my insides. Like a great wave, the Everlasting One washed away my desires. We have been blessed. Oh, have we been blessed. When one carries too much within, one becomes heavy and slow. Weak. Hesitation, misjudgment, arrogance, kindness. You must empty yourself of them. Only what is needed remains. You look heavy. So heavy. I actually love that. You can see Bloon and the tether between them. So complicated, inside and out. We will fix you. We will tear away the excess. We will make you light. That was just luck. You are less burdened than you appeared. So little hesitation, so few contradictions. You are clean. You are light. You've proven yourself to the Guardians, who now roost protectively on a small collection of shinestone and gems of various kind. There are more than you have teeth. Nah, we don't need it. Did you understand, great kin? One may be two, and two may be one. We carry many burdens within ourselves. A few we need, or we would come apart. But most clutter and cloud the water pool of the mind and the body. If there is something weighing you down, leave it behind. Then all of your dances shall be light and graceful, true, final. Come, The next of the held awaits your generous attention. Yep, let's keep going. Look, porcupine bear. Essence. Essence I smell. We must not, but it hurts. The pain we feel. Total. Agony. No. Go away. You do not want what you think you want. This is not, was never a blessing. Curse! It was always a curse. I should have never come here. Should have never asked. I am to become a curse. The master is a curse upon. You do not want this. It's not too late for you. Flee away. Far away. Now. Go away. Agony is its name. No! Not another one. Please, you don't deserve, nothing deserves to become this. I beg, end me and fly away. Not too late for you. The anguish, torment, only wanted to be strong. Unlike the previous members of the Beholden, Agony does not seem to have a pile of treasure to call its own. A few scraps of shinestone are scattered on the floor near the bars. It seems to have thrown away its trove. The shinestone band on its leg, however, seems very interesting. No, we'll kill it. Thank you. Please, do not stop. Do not stop until... Yeah, many times burned is an individual. But we're still gonna go talk with him. Please, save me from this. End me. Finish me. Yeah, no. As the tortured essence flees the broken body, the pain drains from Agony's eyes. The chamber is quiet at last. The flesh of your opponent is sour but bracing. The limb ring smells fascinating. Has it too been enkindled? Jesus! That is horrifying! Shall I tell an interesting story as we descend further, O guest? Once there was a lumberer who was small and weak, and its kind... Yeah, no shit, Cap. As its kind reckoned such things. Its prey was often stolen by others, and it was never chosen to be as a creation partner, and it rarely knew peace. It learned to achieve victory through unorthodox means, but it continued to envy the strong, the seemingly safe, those chosen to create. And so it made the journey here. Employing all of its resource, it defeated the Beholden and arrived before the Great Master itself. There it expressed its wish to become the very strongest of its kind. The Undying One generously granted its request, enkindling it to make it more fearsome and deadly than any other. As a final gift, the Lumberer was granted the Painkiller, a shinestone brace which, when affixed, grants immense strength at the low, reasonable cost of constant pain. Despite the fact that the Lumberer had specifically stated it would pay any price to have its wish fulfilled, the pain was too much for its weak mind to cope with. It insisted that on meeting the Overlord once more, this time to request that the brace be removed and its body restored to its original state. The impertinence of such an ungrateful request. Still, it was judged that the Great One would grant another audience if it were to serve and survive as one of the Beholden, and so it was confined to a chamber. Its mind, however, continued to deteriorate under the strain of constant anguish. Eventually, everything else was burned, melted away, until only Agony was left. An amusing story, is it not? I have no doubt that a kin such as yourself would understand the lesson to be learned from it. Your descent is progressing. It seems you're near the bottom of the caldera. Even before you enter the next chamber, however, you're struck by the strange odor. It reminds you of the tailless, but not nearly as noisome. It might be considered the salt water on a gray, cold slate which has been tread upon by many no-tail feet. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm pretty sure that YouTube won't give me an issue for it, but let's just be safe. Just to be safe. The being seems not to have a tail, but it is of a completely different type of the common tailless than you have known. It's larger, stronger, purer. Its mind song is only slightly veiled beyond a level of mental difference, but you can understand its sigils not without a certain beauty. O past enthroned encompasser of the sky and ground, openly I recognize your presence. I am known as Last. As yours, my species has been similarly disenfranchised by... Yep. By tragedy. However, even as the storied skyfall was anemic in comparison to the living tide which drowned my compatriots, such that solitude alone is my companion. There is no destitution, no poverty like that of mine, for the very future has been shorn away. Though I carry this sacred potential of nascent life within my form, there is none to awaken it. Know, therefore, that I have no fragility, no feebleness. None can be afforded. The grand survivor below represents the final hope of my entire genotype. Allow me to display the martial prowess for which the enforcers were endangered. Whoop. Alright, Last, let's do this quick. I can't do this. We're just gonna have to cover Last whole side of the screen. I'm pretty sure YouTube wouldn't give it trouble because it is artistic nudity, but... yeah, it's a good point, Cap. Still, indeed, your potence is undeniable. Even among the multitudinous aspirants encountered in a singular location, you may candidly be described as remarkable. I respectfully request that you progress without any further conflict. My need for continued survival is not personal, but rather the closing, desperate wish of departed myriads. For the benefit of both of us, only tragedy can possibly result from the annihilation of either of our existences. This being is exceptionally strong in every way, and the last of its kind. It is, however, in possession of a rather large pile of treasure. It must be near purchasing the favor of many times burn. We'll leave it. The Enforcers. Forgotten third spawn of the other. Yeah, I know, but I'm paranoid. What can I say? They were created to keep the Delvers and the Surface Tail of balance checked. Even the others might have underestimated the ingenuity and ruthlessness of the No-Tails. After all, if they had not, would they not have made Enforcers stronger? Or perhaps they never would have made the No-Tails to begin with. How different Earth Body would be now, if only such had been. I apologize for boring you with my musings, Great Warrior, for surely you are, even as among such a strong people as the Drakkin. Your next opponent is the final force standing between you and the Blackened One. It is very, very strong. If you choose to face it now, I shall heal you completely, but be warned, there is no fleeing from it, and it is never noticed true defeat. Final Guardian. Never ever clambers up and still cures me fully. The Final Guardian. Look at this big bastard. There it lies. Many times burned, the paragon of fire. Its body. It's like essence trying to explode out of the blackened, torn, bladed, half-severed flesh, like a hatchling struggling through the wall. The heat is searing. You can feel the feathers smoldering on your crown. Yes, it is so. It is not the mountain's essence which warms the master. It is the master which warms the mountain, and even all the world in its way. Its justice, its purity, it purges, cleans. To be sworn to the service of such a terrible force must be the greatest honor my people have ever known. Why, when I was enkindled, it was like being mated by Sun himself. For hundreds upon hundreds of turnings, I have learned the deepest lessons, braved horrors unsingable, committed crimes against life itself, and in doing so have become victorious over life's shadow, destruction. The undying beast has made it known that it does not wish to be disturbed lightly. It is therefore my duty to be the final gate. You shall know the meaning of my name, which I sing into the face of the void when it attempted to claim me, and failing, asked when I would surrender to the dark. Never. Ever. How is this little rat actually kind of terrifying. Oh, guys. Yeah. Never ever might have put something in our drink. Ow! It actually just set me on fire. Oh, geez, I came close to dying. The void rushes in as pain severs the link between your body and your mind. Oh, I did die. I did lose. You have been utterly defeated, and destruction should follow, but you smell cold, salty water, and when you open your eyes, you see you're outside the fourth layer of the many times burn. Do not mistake this reprieve for compassion, such as anathema to the dying one. Mere pragmatism. When the Master's plan is set into motion, each and every one of the kin will be needed. It would have been a waste for one as bright-burning as you to meet destruction here. Rest and become stronger. If Earth is to be saved, then you must not become what you are not yet. Yeah, it's sick of us. Damn, I can't believe I lost to the rat. Hey, this is completely new content to me, let alone Mappy. A turn of foot, a twist of a long, graceful neck. A brush, light on feather and feather. A leap away, but then a turn in air, as they are brought back together by power sacred and mysterious. The great spear striders are dancing, splendid among the brave first flowers and the last shimmering frosts. Their dance heralds the beginning. No, honestly, it's just he's that tough. The time of creation is nigh. Sweetly, sweetly it burns with you. It is future, it is possibility, it is life itself, and it demands to be made manifest. The call is spreading, slowly, like tree roots through your core. You can resist it if you choose, but the spark of infinity which is your essence wishes to take on new forms, and only through you may it do so. In accordance with your trove and reputation among the kin, you may receive visitors who are interested in performing the sacred dance which begets life with you, or you may seize the initiative and visit nearby Drak yourself. Some may miss to test or challenge to determine your worthiness, and you too have right to demand proof of them. It is absolutely imperative you choose wisely, however. The very future of the kin hangs in balance. As this is your first time of creation and you are still very young, more powerful or older kin will almost certainly not offer or accept your advances. Indeed, most kin do not successfully create in their first time. But you are not most kin. Ninth fire. Immune to all forms of heat or cold. Ninth air. We can now teleport. Yeah, that's a good point. So, who's this one? We can go hit up the Tempest, but who's this one? A long-feathered kin has appeared at the edge of your territory. It calls to you urgently and passionately, as if it is in pain every moment it is separated from you, though you haven't seen it before. I am the singer of songs, the weaver of tales, the shadower of hollow traditions. I am the bringer of new truths, the one who dares, the far-reaching voice. From the stars' deep sky I tumble, drawn inexorably down, by those whose beauty have ensnared my soul, arrested my essence. Unbidden, all my songs turn to cries of longing for you, all my sacred stories to tales of passion, for you are already within me, calling me, dominating me. I can stand it no longer. I am in your territory, and my heart is your domain. Let us become one in truth. I see your body, I smell your delicious fragrance, and I am bound, yes, even I, most free of the kin, and to become your property. Do not torture my destiny. Let us dance. I promise you a dance for which you shall sing for 1,000 turnings. For to create with one such as you would be... Okay, I'm getting sick of your shit already. All petty things which the kin long for. More than glory and fame, yes, even treasure. You are the true golden treasure. Hey, Jay! Do you see its name? Alright, Bard, why me? One who inhabits the very heart of the green at so tender an age. Who is like unto you? Who can compare? The one who sees potential and not the already old present. You are like a beacon of desire, and so I am drawn, moth-like to you. It really is a bard. I have heard songs of you from afar, and songs to you I have sung with others. You are my... Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Go on, get out of here, Bard. No. You let out a blast of flame at Bard, the traditional indicator of rejection. Bard offers no combat, but takes to the sky and is swiftly gone. Alright, we are running out of time, so... My favorite is probably dead. So let's go hit up Tempest. Though you have claimed part of it, the area of the Empire of Reed still ruled by Tempest smells different from your portion. There's a soaking harmony here in the wind and muck which you have yet to cultivate. Tempest appears before you even let out your call. Locking eyes with you, it seems to be taking in your essence. I have read of your coming in the dances of the reeds. The scent of desire and the manner of your approach can only mean one thing. You were bold to challenge me for my part of the Empire. When was the desire to create with me born in you? Was it when you felt my claws in your flesh as we hurtled downward through the morning sky, locked in combat together? Or was it when I showed you the depths of my devotion to this land, how I would suffer for its sake, in keeping with the true mission given to us by Great Earth? You earned my respect and therefore my lands. And I confess I have dreamed of you once, in my need. This sun, a dream may be made real. You have come to dance, the sacred dance which begins new stories. Yep! Such decisions must be not made lightly. Let us see whether we are worthy of each other. Come. Tempest slides back into the marsh, slapping the water gently with its tail as an invitation to follow. You follow Tempest through the channels. Eventually you come to a place of few islands, where the water deepens enough to shudder and form small waves with the wind. Diving downwards, the light quickly fades. You can smell nothing down here, and without sight, you're vulnerable. Is this a trap? Behold them, my favored prey, and also my sacred teachers. How much of them have you taken within? Merely their bodies? Or have you also hunted their minds, their essence? I would dance with only one who is open to their truth. So, because this is my main file, and I actually did gather the knowledge of every single creature, we do have full knowledge of all 9 of these. Sing now to me. Do we have to do it one by one? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay, hold on. This is actually a quiz. Sacrifice, I think. Oh, this is not good. Well sung. My desire grows. Oh boy. Oh boy. So it's more than just knowing that you have to remember the actual little poems that you get when you learn them. Oh no. Lesser Spearbill. Knowledge, I believe. No! If you have remember their sacred song. The shell beasts know where one may find the greatest refuge. Where is it? Inside, in their shell. Oh, I can replay it. Okay, good. Okay, good. Themselves. What? Yes, it is. Shelbies. Shelbies know where one may find the greatest refuge. Okay, let's try ourselves. Oh my god. Okay, we'll go to Shift Scale. Shift Scale's Master of the Great Journey. Where should the Great Journey always end? What is a shift scale? Many are they who cower in safety, cradles of their prisons. Many are they, born in clear applause, who never know the sea. But we know the blessed strife of the great journey, leaping in the falling waters, traveling the ancient roads. Returning, transforming, we end where we began. Welcome back, Ollie. We're trying to date. The long scales have endured longer than even the dropkin. What virtue must be embraced above all others if one would follow their way? The long scale. We are the warriors of the first hunting ground. Since before the kin we have hunted, prey which now lives on is only stone. Earth herself has shed her skin, brought about the new and wondrous children. Uncountable people created and destroyed. Still we endure, holding tight to our secret. Survival is the only true virtue. The Water Wing. How many realities have the Water Wings conquered? How many Great Blues do they swim in? 2. How was your game night, Ollie? Yep, 2. The lesser spear bills. I thought it was knowledge. It might be wisdom. The mind is a hunter, a seeker of nourishment, opening new pathways. The mind is a lover, a seeker of new mates. Do you see now how it is possible to live 2 ways at once, to be fulfilled yet empty, to giver and girther, birther and hunted? When the mind is open, all these can be. Oh, the mind! The greater spearbills have found a sublime way to both find and express the deepest truth. Name their great art. Imagine you show up... Nice! I've actually always wanted to try Call of Cthulhu. Imagine you show up at a date, and they just go, alright, quiz time. What was I dinged? Okay. Sorry. The print left by my claws, can you not see how 3 comes from 1? Earth, air, and water. Or fire, air, and water from earth. In my raised wing and my planted foot, can you not feel the oneness of sun and earth? Above and below. In the sliding of my neck against my beloved's, can you not taste that we are all one? And so shall be again. All life dances its own way, yet the truth is ever the same. We have even seen the final truth, and the stars are her feathers. Sublime way. Huh. Oh, debate. Nope. We'll come back to that. Snow feathers. Some love strength, some speed, some cleverness, but the snow feathers worship a lesser aspect of themselves. What do the snow feathers love most about themselves? I mean, to be fair, this is kind of why they said, like, hey, the white snow, the white cloud, the white smoke, the white foam, we are the highest, the purest. Do you not see how the great four sings to us? You have not cast your eyes merely upwards, but also downwards. There is much to be learned by those from below as there above. This is always true, but especially for our people, who suffer few to rise above us. We have not only turned away from our lesser relatives, our lesser relations, but learned their ways. With such truths etched upon your essence, you shall not succumb to pride, you shall not be your own downfall, and perhaps your offspring shall be the same. The spark of desire is like a raging flame within me. I find you worthy and wish to become one with you. But our dance shall not be perfect unless there are two lusts, two fires. I shall not sing of myself. You have beheld my empire, my ways. Do you desire me as I desire you? Am I worthy of you as you are to me? Torment me not. It is taking all my will to hold myself back. Yep, your Tempest is worthy. Let's see. Dance and dance again and again. And we gain fire and air. A line well founded. Mighty lords of blue and green, terrible in their fury, and magnificent in their calm. Balanced between extremes, custodians of balance, and flowing ways which bind. So I guess each partner will actually give you a unique little thing there. And just in time. The time of creation comes to an end. The heat in your core burns low and flickers out, and the terrible pangs of desire cease tormenting you. You were not tortured in vain, however. You succeeded in performing the sacred dance of creation which summons life in your very first season. Whether you are birther or giver, whether you carry them inside you or simply seeded them, there are now new beings called into existence by you and another, new spirits pulled from the void and given reality. I love that they be very clear. They just do not say if you're male or female. That is for you to decide, as with every other dragon. Encased in flesh stone, they wait, patiently or impatiently, to meet earth and sun, having been buried in various places near the edge of their birth or parents' territory. Perhaps you visited them and sang to them of the great laws, preparing them for being. Perhaps you left that to your other parent. In either case, you have created more of the blessed and perfect beings known as the Drakkin, and extended an echo of yourself into the future. The satisfaction runs deep. Where is my achievement, Damien? The highway above the spirit wood is being taken by more and more kin. It's time, they sing as they pass overhead. The grand moot! It is time! Your own thoughts are being drawn more and more to the gathering isle, the place appointed for the meeting of all Drakkin. The wind ruffles your feathers. You feel fate scraping against you. What transpires at the great moot will surely change your life and bring an end to this final phase of your youth. They'll be pissy, but you can take 3 days. No, we're good. The only thing we do is go piss off the humans a little bit, but... You father the gathering of flight of kin coldwards and setwards to a large island emerging from the Great Blue. Here, at the summit of Gathering Hill, the future of the true children of the above and below will be decided. Not since Skyfall have all Drakkin been gathered together. To be so close to many other Drakkin is slightly terrifying. Your people are not accustomed to such things, being proud sovereigns, each of their own realms, and rivals to one another. But you must face the terror of togetherness and be present. Too much is at stake to give in to fear. So we will be following the compassion. I wanted to use this shot as the thumbnail. The shot of... Also, I love Hydra over here. Just the thought of the shot of the 3 elders. Your essence burns within you as you behold the kin amassed. Actually, Ollie, you just missed a bard. A dragon bard. That came and sang of my glory and how much they desired, and I sent them away. That was too much. The beautiful halos crowning each, from young to old, speak of the many hard-earned epiphanies and triumphs. Some are particularly beloved by a single element, while others have achieved a balance between 2, 3, or even 4. At the highest crown of the ice-capped, slumbering fire mountain, the Elders reign transcendent. There you see Bladetail of the Many Minds, ancient guardian of the Far Isles. The spiritual heads which surround its physical one constantly murmur deadly truths. There's also Fathom, keeper of the depths, which makes its home lower than even the great below, mightiest of the Sapphire clan. Even Jade Cloud. Yeah, look, Jade Cloud over here. The sung yet undisputed master of the Riseward lands have come. It is said to once won an argument with the moon, and even invented mist. These 3 elders, however, have folded their wings, signaling their intent not to sing to the many. Instead, many times Burn, the broken and unbroken, mightiest of all kin, stands ascendant, preparing to sing. Beside it, Darktooth the Wise, the far-traveling gatherer of knowledge, and All-Mother, last of the Crystal Clan, and beloved to all, stand ready. It seems they also wish to be heard. Suddenly the gathered kin find themselves falling quiet and turning all their senses to the great many times burn. It need not even call for silence. Such is the power of the true elder of the kin. This is the shot I wanted to use. Well, remember, her title, Beloved, her epitaph, Beloved by All, is more speaking of nature. Not Drakkin. Drakkin do not like her. They call her the heretic elder. When the quiet is smooth and unbroken, it begins. The end. It comes. I have smelt it. Our mother, Great Earth, is changing as she has not changed since the Skyfall, when the others violated her and usurped our dominion. Now the seed left behind by the defilers festers and grows into a living disease. The tailless ones, the flat faces, broken custodians. They shall be the end. I have torn away the veil of time, and I have seen the world which the no-tails shall create. Gone shall be the great green and the great blue both. Instead they shall birth a great gray, which shall cover the lands, the waters, even the skies above. Countless good beasts shall perish in confusion, not hunted fairly, but trapped, deceived, even enslaved. Many songs, even the songs of whole peoples and tribes of good beasts, shall be stilled, never to rise again. Hear me, our music, the music of the Drakkin, is among those which shall be lost. Time has spoken, the tailless shall be our doom. The future I have beheld is an empty of our kind. We shall be reduced to worse than that of nothing. A myth, a never was, which the flat faces will tell stories to aggrandize themselves. So it shall be with Drakkin, greatest of the true children of the above and below. As more and more of Sun and Earth's true children perish or enslaved, there will be none to stand against the violators. I just noticed Darktooth has like the same wing claws I do. If you look at my shoulders, Math did a real good job with that. The babbling of the no-tails shall sound from every corner of the earth, filling the air. In the absence of their other creators, they shall lose themselves. Descending into madness and profligality, they shall choke our mother with heat and waste. As more and more of her true children vanish, there will be none to stand against them. This is the gray future. So, if I had succeeded against Never Ever, Many Times Burned would actually show a visual indicator of that. And the Great Gray is a city with a smoggy sky. He's right. That's the most distressing thing about this. He is right. Indeed, so it shall be. All of the elders have traveled into the future, some through dreaming, some through secret musics, some through logic and reason, and all have arrived at the same result. Earth, creator of us all, shall be reduced to the demons of but one people, the seed of the others who have forgotten their own purpose. Alone, surrendered, self-bound. Indeed, the tailless shall devour themselves with their own minds. In the end, theirs shall be the greatest of suffering, for they shall perish understanding that they have been the ruin of all of their expansive minds shall not the ruin of all. Their expansive minds shall not spare them the deep knowledge of their responsibility. The horror, my poor children all. But so it shall be. But now hear my voice. Hear my song to all kin, born and who shall be born. Final war is now declared upon the no-tails and all of their works. Only by uniting and dedicating ourselves to this blessed act can we save Earth, who gave us life and made us great among her children. And only by bringing forth the spirit of fire hidden in us can we become Sun's instruments in cleansing this future from reality. The tailless are yet weak enough that we may extinguish the flame, but they multiply quickly. Soon the Great Gray will be too probable to be uncreated. Until Sun beholds an Earth free of the taint of all other seed, we must become warriors all, and slay every tailless which draws breath, even to the last hatchling. No kin shall leave this gathering without swearing a binding oath. You shall not suffer a flat face to live, and shall never know peace until their threat is forever gone and the shall be changed. Such as necessities demand. So it is, so it shall be. This sun, the great cleansing of earth begins. The accumulated Dropkin are astounded. Can the naked, spirit-blind Talus really be such a threat? What dreadful music could give them such power over reality? And to intentionally hunt a species to final destruction? Such has never been done, nor has an elder forced its own way upon other kin since the rise of the Ruiner Empress. I forgot that bit of lore. The Ruiner Empress is something I need to hear about. One moment, please. But if the Elder Elders offer no challenge to this revelation, then it must be true. In the glances, the shivering tails and rising of feathers, you can sense the imminent disquiet of the kin. Wait, my kin, there is a second way. Though the Elders have all seen the same gray future, and all agree that action must be taken, not all believe the path of fire, of destruction, shall avail us. Behold, I bring you a vision. Deep, deep in the star-pierced void there is another sun, and another earth. There, good beasts unlike any known to us dance and sing. The air is sweet, prey is plentiful, and treasures unimaginable are forged. I have been there. I have tasted its flesh, smelt its skin. I have named this world New Home. Yeah, Darktooth is real shit at creativity. Across the turning by thousands, I have solved the mystery of how to walk among the stars, to fly in the company of suns brethren. Yep, he wants to go to space. To those with the worth to seed a new world, and the wisdom to turn away from the path of destruction, I offer this alternative. A world new to our kind, with vast lands and deep seas, new secrets, new truths, new songs, new musics. A world free from the fell others, and clean of their seed. For new discoveries, my mind, even my essence, has long hungered. If the unknown calls to any of the great kin before me, come away with me. We shall endure, and our people shall have a new beginning, and new pleasures and pains both in abundance. We shall grow mightier than we once imagined. It will take much shinestone, and many new knowledges and paths must be undertaken, but we shall endure, far from beyond the reach of the tailless. The Darktooth Far Scholar would abandon Earth in her time of greatest need. I'm not interested in stopping its egress. Destroying the tailless will be easier in its absence. Let it chase its desire for novelty in the void and be gone, but any who dare follow will face my wrath. Every claw, every fang, our people will be needed for the great cleansing. We stand against time itself. Now is not the time for shallow fantasies. My way is neither shallow nor fantastical. With enough shinestone, a great container to carry us to New Home can be built, so I swear. And it is the only path which ensures that, even if Earth falls, our people and our music shall not perish from the one song. Despite your mighty will, Deep Flame, honored rival, I guess Deep Flame is his actual name. Despite your resolution to destroy the tailless, the future we elders see does not change. It may even be that your great cleansing shall hasten the annihilation of the kin as a race. You dare! In this, I echo the mighty, many times burned, wise Darktooth. Such an action is a desertion of the loving Mother Earth, and our many relations which we feed from her. There are those of us who love Earth and Sun, such that none of their infinite siblings would bring peace to our souls. To look up into the great above and see a blazing glory that is not He who has watched over us for all time. Can such a thing be endured? Yeah, that's what many times burn. Or that's what Allmother is thinking. That it is a Darktooth is thinking that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Very well may be. Can such a thing be endured? Are not our very essences bound to the green, the blue, the above and below of this world? Indeed, in the spirit world, in the world of essence, invisible to the no-tails, our true salvation shall lie. Like Darktooth, I question whether the great cleansing will have the power to change time itself. And like many times burn, I love my true mother, Earth, with all my mind and all my core and all of my essence, and will not abandon her, not ever. I therefore offer a third way. The tailless can be redeemed. Beyond the gray to come, the great green and great blue can rise again. Nothing can stop the desolation. fate is fixed and immutable, but we can join with the tailless, teach them, and guide them. We can only do this one way, by becoming them. Unrest, confusion. All know that it is impossible for one kind of being to become another. If one has truly great strength of essence and deeply desires it, we can merge with humanity. We can invest them with parts of our souls, as we have done with many good beasts over time. Due to their alien nature, a simple fragment will not suffice, but if we embrace the coming destruction with compassion and truth, if we abandon these mighty forms, but sing true through the inward ways, and continue to love, in the far future, no tales may be born with Drakkin souls, capable of singing with our voices, seeing with our eyes. Those tailless Drakkin of the future are the greatest hope of salvation for Earth and all who live upon her. We shall guide them, from the gray to the blue and the green, a new dawn against the twilight. To make this a reality, I shall soon leave this body and invest my essence in the other seed. I shall perish, but my essence will be reborn, to guide the tailless orphans to lasting peace and the music of the spheres. Will none of you join me on this third way, the way of compassion? Will none of you embrace the coming darkness to bring a final light? You ask if a true and noble kin will join you in perishing, in the hope that they will somehow be reborn as a flat face in a gray world without the kin? In all of the lore of our people, no two peoples have ever united in such a way. Drakk essence is for Drakk flesh. Could a tailless body even contain it? This is a very low chance of success. Logic sings plainly on the matter. But if others join with me, the chances will increase, and I have come to love the tailless orphans. Many cannot help but ruffle their feathers at this. Some shake their heads as if to scatter water away, despite the disrespect to an elder this implies. But that idea, love, it's known to be extremely dangerous, a conceit of lesser beings, to console them in their base need for each other to survive. And to express any kind of affection for a people who are only half from this world, the produce of others, sworn enemies of the Drakk, who don't even have tails. And for a kin to beg, especially an elder, for anything at all, it's unimaginable. Judge as you wish. I shall soon be gone. This body shall perish, and I shall voluntarily cast my spirit away and ahead. But if there are any of those who have discovered the greatest secret of the One Song, that all beings, even the tailless, are one and share the same ultimate destiny, if any of you have looked into their minds and seen the incredible wonders which they are capable of, to be fair, artist. We've seen artists. And if any of you understand that to be a Drakk is not a state of body, but a state of essence, I beg of you, join me. Save the orphans and our world along with them. Blasphemy. Madness. Your strategy assumes the failure of the Great Cleansing and joins us with the most ruinous and degenerate entity to ever appear on our mother's holy body. No true kin would ever want... Yeah, no true kin. Many times burned is right, but no true Scotsman ever works. Let alone embrace certain destruction for it. The orphans, the no-tails, did not choose to be created. They are lost and confused, half other, half good beast. Their deepest wish is not to destroy us and taint the world, but only to be loved, to know their true purpose, their true identity as children of the stars. They are deserving of our pity and our compassion more than any good beast whose way is straight, sure, and known. Nevertheless, I know much of this dispersion and accumulation of essence, and the self-sacrifice you endorse is unwise. There is no guarantee that your essence will not be absorbed by a greater force, or dissipated, or enter the wrong type of body. It would take an act of will on par with the greatest actions ever taken by the most strong-souled of the Drakk to fulfill your desire. Perhaps you, beloved of all, are mighty enough in spirit, but you are an elder. Younger Drakk who follow you may well perish fruitlessly. True compassion is beyond all of your logic, wise one. I believe in the depths of my heart that we can merge with our peoples and save all. There is more of our music, and that of the One Song, in the no-tails that you know. Enough! I will hear not one song note more of this sedition. These two advocate escape or joining with the enemy. They are elders, strong in many paths, and shall do as they desire. But I will allow no other Drakkin to follow them into delusion. Earth needs the kin now as she has never needed her children before. She must do as we were made to do. Destroy, with these claws, these fangs, this breath of fire which Sun and Earth has given us. We must stop the gray future from occurring. Join with me and save that which we love. Save our relations, the good beasts, who will be victims of our inaction if we delay or recoil from this sacred duty. Let the blue be forever blue, the green forever green. Let truth and justice and the glory lie with me. We shall walk in crimson beauty along this path, or we shall perish. I have sung, so it is and shall be. Then let us ask one newly forged. You, keeper of the spirit wood. Suddenly you feel the senses of all the kin upon you. What is happening? Why have you been singled out? You were young, but you have lived closest to the spirit of the Great Green. Its wisdom is beyond all of ours. It has been since before the skyfall, before even the very first kin. Each action, each discovery, each sun has been a lesson to you from the spirit of the Great Green. Tell us, which path will you follow? To whom will you fasten your destiny? This mewling weakling is a miscarriage of reality, a Draken body alone. I shall close my senses to this song, as should all true kin. Keeper of the heart of the Great Green, my beloved child, you've seen the truth of compassion. You must know by now that destruction cannot save us. Destruction is wanton, and only begets more of itself. Let us go together into a new future, new bodies, new voices. Together we can save the Drakkin, the orphan, and the Great Mother all. The way has been long, but at last a young kin arrives at childhood's true end. It is an adult in body, but once a way has been chosen, then it shall be one in essence. True adults know there is seldom a right answer, and yet still we must choose. We must move forward. This young kin has had many adventures and tasted success far more often than failure. It has shown respect to tradition, and yet has not feared to tread new paths as well. O kin and my creation. And that's where you find out Darktooth is your father. That he is the one, he is your giver. And that is why I specifically called Darktooth he. O kin and my creation. Yeah, exactly. It's why when you wandered onto his territory in the first part, he's just like, you're a little idiot, but you have potential. I'm not going to kill you. The light of true wisdom shines in you. Bloody and passionate was the dance that created you. Whatever path you choose, I shall bless it. But my deepest wish is that you, my creation, will come with me to New Home. With such as you to discover its bounty, its mysteries, music may be woven to outlast even the star itself. All beings must ultimately leave the place of their birth and venture towards the unknown. Your time is now. Which path shall you choose? Now, I don't have the option for the fourth way, and I don't remember how to get it, but... Which way, guys? I know which way I said, but I do kind of want to do compassion. Though I will tell you, wisdom is technically the ending that the second game is going off of. Anyone else for compassion? Well, yep, let's do it. Because I just saw the time. Do you truly wish to sacrifice your body, your lands, your treasures, and your life? The fourth option is... It's a thing. To the slight... Okay, I will give you a slight spoiler in the fact of there is an achievement in Golden Treasure. The 20th achievement. The one song. And the descriptor is, in part 3, open the dreaming door. That's all you know, is the dreaming door. And the Great Green kind of hinted at a fourth way too. I'm usually torn between destruction and compassion. Because, and this is the beauty of the writing here, all three of them are right. You could make a full game with any of them as motivation. And you would be the hero. Do you sacrifice yourself to unite the two peoples? Do you flee and explore and allow the humans to have their lands while you go colonize somewhere else? Or do you destroy the things that are actively destroying the planet? All three options are heroic in their own way. There is no wrong answer, but nor is there a right answer. My beloved, how my core unravels when I behold your true inner might. It is a power that others here cannot know, a strength which is neither of body nor mind, but dwells within eternity. My fondest wish have you granted this son, though thousands of turnings may pass, and we shall shed these forms of scale and feather. I shall never forget you, and I shall find you when you are lost, so I swear. Madness. Insanity. You think I shall not move against such corruption of the youth? Such idiotic dreams, turning young Drak away from what must be done for the good of all. You, keeper of the spirit wood, I offer you one last chance to turn away from the chasm of folly, of false beliefs and may perhaps bees. Join with your people and fight for earth and sun. Together we can triumph. There will be no need for you to be reborn, nor any such bodies for you to inhabit, for the flat faces shall soon be no more. Time and fate shall be chastised. I shall torment it, flay it with my breath, my song, until it relents and the gray future is purged. Keep the wealth you have gained, the knowledge, the grand sacred body. Were you chosen by the spirit of Great Green to inherit its core? You were. Would you now reject such a blessing? Now, here's the thing. It's not rejecting the blessing. Because we told the Great Green that we wanted to go down this path, and it blessed us. It gave us its blessing. Once again, I choose the third way. Such wondrous love, such faith. Behold, my fellow kin. See what becomes of those who would threaten Earth's survival by their degeneracy. I call upon all here now to destroy this young kin. Let there be nothing left, and yet let no Drakkin feed on the remains. This dreamer of dreams is only fit to feed the tiny beings which crawl and writhe in the dust. All too quickly it comes, the reckoning. Listen to my song. Time is short. Focus all of your mighty will, all of your being on the future, on the tailless ones. Think on their ingenuity, their love for each other. As we start taking damage. Think even upon their loneliness, abandoned by their creators, their fear, their desperation. Feel their essence as a lost yet beautiful people, and know that it is as much as any beast. They are part of the one song. They are, as all beings, stardust made flesh. Believe in them, and believe in your own Drak soul. Remember who you are, who you always were, and we go down another hell state. A great kin, whose essence can shine from any body, and who will protect and save this beautiful world in the only way possible. Believe, beloved. Believe, hear my song. Forever, beyond time, love shall... It is very dark. Are you lost? Did you forget your way? Did you forget what you truly are? What are you? I am compassion. I am love made true. Compassion. The deep knowledge, no, the experience of great oneness. Everything which lives, which even exists, it's all part of the same whole, the same essence, the same true unity. You are guardian, a true child of above and below, kin to the mightiest beings the sphere has ever known. You know that the great cleansing was always doomed to fail. The tailless are stronger than the elders could have known, save one. Many times burned, and all the others are gone. Time beyond measure have passed, and Earth cries out as the no-tails, alone and afraid, abuse her. But you will save them. Not only the Earth, but the no-tails as well. For you are Drakkin, and you will save this world. At last you feel a pull, a call to physical reality, like many you have felt since your body perished millennia ago. But this, at last, is the one you were waiting for. Tumbling downwards and inside, a new story, the last story, now begins. This is the story. This is the story who was born into a gray and desperate world. A human with the spirit of a true Drakkin. It is your story. A story which only you can tell. Never forget what you truly are. And wherever you go, wherever you become, as long as compassion lives in your heart, may you be blessed. God, that ending gives me chills every time. Honestly, it really is a phenomenal game. The story is astounding. Hey, Jay listens to the Beatles. It really is astounding. Things I never expected to draw. Alien animal butts, a bumblebee bear. There's a reason that no matter that, even though I 100%ed this game, if only I could be so grossly incandescent. Even though I 100%ed this game, I will always come back to it. This game definitely has a place. And of course, it's easy to say, "Oh, because Dragon, ha ha ha," but no, it really is something special, and I'm happy to be able to share it with you guys, with anyone that watches this live or VOD. I can't say this game made me a part of who I am, because it came out not too long ago. I was already well an adult, but it definitely does really make you think. It really does open your eyes to a lot of things. And this is only one path that I took. There's a lot that I didn't show. There's the great lesson. Yeah, exactly, Cap. It can still shape you. There is a lot that I didn't do. There's the other paths. There's a whole bunch of treasures to find. There's encounters that you can still meet, and of course the dreaming door. Thank you for playing Golden Treasure, the Great Green. To journey with you has been an honor. Don't forget, the true golden treasure is life itself, no matter what form you wear. We hope you will join us as we continue the story of the Drakkin people. May you be blessed. And yeah, I will be following these guys, no matter what shape the next game takes, no matter what happens. And I won't be playing this again on stream, and it's not because I don't love it. Obviously I do. But it's because I want to encourage you guys to play it for yourselves, to explore it for yourselves. Yeah, of course, to support the developers too. Don't get me wrong. But so much of this changes just based on how you see it. And yeah, I'm biased towards the compassion ending because cringe and furry as it sounds, there is that I don't want to say connection, but that feeling of there is more to humanity. There is something more that we can aspire to be. And it did hit me in some kind of way when I first saw it. So, thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you all so much for your time. It's the most valuable resource that you can ever give me. And I'll be back tomorrow with something a lot less meaningful. But we'll have some fun. And I will actually start setting up a schedule starting next week, so you guys can kind of have an idea of what I'm aiming for. Of course, Cap. Yeah, and again, if you guys do want to buy the game, the link is in the description. I'm not sponsored. God knows if this somehow gets to Ludwig and Dreaming Door, I would happily, and I will happily sing their praises to anybody who will listen, but they are not paying me to do so, and I will just continue to do it for free. I'll play you guys out. Actually, give me just a second. Sorry for the silence. Here. I'll play you guys out with a little bit of the OST. Um, so, have a good night, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. And as usual, thank you so much for joining me. Have a good night.